Let's see what's going on with Ash, man. Van Oz a wild. I'm already... I almost got scared on my boots. We got locked in cast, talked all the drama, and dating Philly? ? Wait, what? Episode 1, we gotta hop in, bro. She already going crazy with the clickbait too. Let's see what she talking about, man.
Big fatty gals, boys, and everything in between. Welcome to my very first episode of my very first pod, Antics with Ash. I'm so happy to have you guys here.
Oh, let's go.
Go. As you guys know, I have been locked in. There is so much to unpack, so it was only right that this first episode be a locked in special. We're going to have lots of guests for you today, a little girly debrief, kicking off with my gal Dev Sugars, Casey J and 10. Hi, babies.
Hello.
Hi. You two look
Hey, what's up? All right, let's get it.
so hot and naughty.
Bandit,
So
I'm talking about crazy fine, bro.
like, shit, Rebecca.
No, right. This was actually a narrative throughout the whole time. I am a hot girly and I like to dress hot.
But I didn't think you meant like this. I thought you just meant like leggings.
No,
or,
so
like,
when we said
not
hoochie
full.
mama, we meant hoochie
Yeah, you
mama.
really did. You really did.
So being in tracksuits was like not my vibe, I must be honest.
It suits you though, but this suits you better.
Yeah.
This is-
I agree. As in, I'm
Honestly,
not
I came in, I
mad
was
at it.
like, in a tracksuit, Ugg boots. I'm like, fuck, let me get my boots.
No, stop. Obviously, Casey's rocking debut, her own brand, because she is literally an
It's the only thing
entrepreneur.
that's in my wardrobe, honestly.
Is it really?
No, like, I don't
Stop.
think there's anything else in there.
Your whole wardrobe is just debut.
Pretty much.
You're such an icon.
That's fire.
Anyway, right, girlies, how are you feeling?
Especially if you're able to
How are you
actually
feeling?
have
What was
like
your
that's dope if your brand is actually that fly that you can match any type of like, you know what I'm saying, you can match any mood or any type of like go out vibe and you can wear your own stuff. Like, oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. We got to get some Glizzy Gang merch ASAP, bro.
Reception like after the show? Like, tell me.
I feel overwhelmed. I feel like was the only word I could really use to describe the feeling when you come out. Even when I got my phone, I didn't even go on it because I was like, how do I launch back into like the real world?
Yeah.
I was just messaging people like, yo, fam. They thought I got hacked. They were like calling my sister like 10's been hacked because usually I'd be like, I'm out.
You just put yo
I was
fam.
like, yo fam. Like, I don't know how to. I was
Yo,
like,
fam-a-lam.
Yo fam. Yeah, because I got this new link.
Imagine you haven't spoken to anyone for 2 weeks.
Into a road man.
Yeah,
It's all that
that
you
is
get
so
to.
funny. Did you get it?
Did you get it?
You get it.
So and then I didn't want to go on my phone, and then I was like scared to like look at the videos because I got the hate comment. I was like, I feel like I need to get home to read because I thought it was going to be so much hate. But
Yeah.
then it was so overwhelming
I
because
bet
it was
that-
literally
bet
like
that,
the complete
Tom.
opposite. So it's been great since I've been out, to be honest.
I'm so glad that you feel that. I felt the same way about my phone. As in, you know, when you turned it on, you just heard... And I went,
Literally.
I was like, that is a sensory overload. I was like, not even
100%.
gonna
I
look
felt
at
like
it.
I forgot how to type. Like, you know when you're cold and your thumbs
Same.
don't work? I was like...
Mate,
Isn't she an iPad kid? Like,
no, when we were outside the house and we all finished, when I tell you I was holding my phone like a Nintendo DS, I was like, I could not.
I imagine, bro. It's gotta be
I was just like that.
crazy,
It was
especially
like
after
that.
not
I was
having
being
nothing or
so
like
weird, like the whole
not being on your
thing was
phone at
so
all,
strange.
bro.
I couldn't wait to get home, and as soon as I pulled up, I was like, oh, I was like, I just felt a bit like...
What,
I was like,
underwhelming?
yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like,
you won.
Yeah, it is. She's like, oh, I don't even care to be
I
fair.
missed the sleepover.
I was already on top of the
I
world.
know.
The whole time, all I was going is, guys, it's just one big sleepover. And then I got home and I was like, oh, I just miss it now. I felt
Yeah.
like I was like, I'm like, something like, calm down. I was like, you know,
No, but it
your
does
mood
feel
just
like
goes,
that.
because it's like you get that adrenaline every day, and then you just go back to like your normal life. You're like, I was like, oh my god, I've got nothing going. Like,
Yeah.
this is so boring.
Yeah. I do
Like, where's
feel...
the challenge area, guys?
Yeah,
I was
it
ready for a
feels like
challenge.
anticlimactic, doesn't it? Because everyone was like, oh my God, what are you going to do when you get out? And I was just in the Addison Lee home like this. And I was like, I don't know, like, go to bed? Like, what do you mean? What? Like,
I don't know. Go to bed.
you went
I
straight
literally
out?
got in and got ready. I had to do another makeup. You know, we were saying we never want to do makeup again.
Nah.
I've had to wear makeup ever since.
Guys, when I say doing our makeup every day was genuinely
Hell and horror.
hell and horror.
Hell and
Like,
horror.
it was us, and it was all production being like, girls, 20 minutes, and we were all just like,
I felt like I was put wet sand on my face.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
getting ready for like if I was that was normal life, I wouldn't put my makeup on for that. But because you know you're on camera and it's like I'm literally putting makeup on to stay in all day, and then it's like you can't even lay properly. There was times I wanted to just and I couldn't just to grab that face.
No,
and rest.
That's got to be crazy.
Like,
I almost wish there wasn't like that stipulation on it, and they could have just did their thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's crazy because you're like in my head. You know what I mean? How do I put it? Unless they're doing something crazy, like they could have just hung out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like any of them look crazy different without the makeup. Like we got to see a couple shots of them without makeup, and they're all definitely still, you know what I'm saying, still on top of the world without the makeup. Like especially especially Ash. Like these three specifically, like they were fire without it. Like 100%.
It was so, and we all felt like our skin was going to pop by the last day because we were just like, oh my God, we've done full like camera faces every single, it was just a lot.
No, it was.
Yeah. Anyway, so if there's anything we've learned from Locked In, Ten, I'm looking at you, it's that hot girls cry and it's okay. Ten, let's speak about your liquid.
It's insane how much she's able to fit into this role. Like I almost like didn't know that I wanted a podcast from Shorty, but at the same time, I feel like this seems so natural for her as like a talker. Like I almost want to see her like host a show that has like games and stuff in it. Like I feel like she would actually be really good with that. Like as like a legitimate like host. Like she's definitely about to be appearing a lot more. Like I don't know if anybody here remembers when we watched the last season of Locked In with GK Barry, like how far GK's going now, and like she's literally all over the place killing it. That's definitely about to be Ash. Like I feel that for Ash for sure.
Emotion moment.
Now I look back, I'm like, it was not that deep. Like even the comment, I'm like, it really wasn't deep. And the more I reflect, the more I'm like, I don't think I was crying about the comment. I think I was more crying about that everyone got a nice comment, and mine was last, and it was almost like I was reading everything like this, like, yes, Ash, like, yes, Casey, like, yes, Joyce. Like, I was like, yeah, like cheering everyone. And then mine came and it was like, stab me in the chest.
I do think that was such a violation.
It was.
Everyone's nice comments.
They didn't have to wild out on her like that.
Over it, but it was like mine, and then all right, bye. Everyone out of the living area.
No, literally.
We're off, and I was just like.
I was like, I can't believe they've done that, bless her, because that is like to give. I thought they would do it that like one day everyone got a nice comment.
That's what I thought.
And then like everyone would get shitty
got a horrible
comments.
comment after that, probably because they thought I was on the edge.
Welfare team.
You were.
I was even talking to producer like, I just want to go home. I think it's my time done.
No,
so
you were on the brink.
Damn, that's sad.
Horrible comment after that, but because they saw the damage that it did.
Yeah, I know. Bless her. No,
They
it was
like never bring that out no
I wouldn't
more.
survive like Love Island or anything like that.
No. Do you not feel like, I feel like I've got such a newfound respect for like people that go on Love Island, because I always used to watch it and think, oh my God, nothing is this deep. Like, why are you all crying over this? You've known my man for 2 minutes. Like, how are you?
It's so crazy. But I feel like I've watched all these shows, and even after hearing them talk about it and seeing the show, I still feel like it was wild that they were crying over shit. Like, I'm still like, bruh, y'all niggas been in there for a week. Like, when my base training, when I was out with my family, it took me like 4 weeks to start crying. They're wild. 2 weeks is nothing. I could do it. I couldn't do it. I feel like I'd still be a little bitch. No cap.
Were you in love?
Literally.
But like, I get it, because all you have in there, you don't have any connection to the outside world. So like,
You have no entertainment either.
yeah,
Like,
so that
love
one
them
comment
people.
was all you knew.
And I didn't even know what it was too, so it was...
So then you were like...
your emotions are so high. And that before I left, if someone said to me, you need to put invitations for your wedding now in 5 years, I would have invited you all.
Yeah, 1 million%.
It was like, these people are my... If I had a kid, someone would have been the godmother in there. Like,
Who would be bridesmaid? 1 million%.
like, that's how much you just feel so close.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, it made me think, God, I so have a respect for people that do any kind of reality show now.
I could never go longer than like Love Island's like what, two months?
I could never
couldn't do
do
that.
2 months of that. That would make me want to die. Yeah.
That is evil, 2 months.
It's insane. And like constant, even, did you feel conscious about
At least they were in the sun.
Yeah, fair.
Tanning, you know.
And we were in fucking
true.
Cambridge.
The freezing cold.
It was freezing in that house as well.
It was so cold.
Cambridge.
10, did you feel like the reaction towards you changed? Because I feel like it's so hard.
I think that right there would have probably been my number one problem with the house, like the AC. Because it's like, bro, if they would have had it hot in there, oh my god, bro, I hate it. I hate it. Like even right now, I'm still trying to get used to the my mom and dad how they have the house, because like they're comfortable. You know what I mean? They go to their room, they're on their work computers, like they're not moving around and doing a bunch of stuff. So it's like if it's literally what do you call it? It could be in the middle of the day and the AC will be on like 76 degrees. It's like, bruh, why is it so hot in here? Like, why is it so hot? This is crazy.
As from what I've read, but like obviously you were shitting yourself thinking the world hates me and thinks I'm a villain. So did you think it changed after that?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I necessarily changed.
I think so.
Because they don't really show it too much in the episodes, but there was always a time where like anytime positive, I always made a negative comment, but it was just I just thought it was funny. So I didn't change the way I acted.
I can respect
but I just
that,
think I think you do just have to get to know me. I'm not someone that is like in first impressions likable. Because I am a lot. Yeah, I'm not like
that. Is such a funny self-assessment. On first impression, I get it. If you hate me, that's fine.
I'm quite overwhelming, or like I don't know. I just think I'm not likable at the beginning. You do have to like.
Is that like? Do I have like a keyboard shortcut that keeps doing this?
Like, I really am just joking.
I feel like yours is more like a
pressing?
protection thing.
Yeah, but I didn't change.
No,
I understood me more.
No, but, but I feel like because it's like. When you first like meet you, because you are quite like
every time I press click, it messes up.
Yeah.
And so you do get like it almost comes across like cold.
Yeah,
but then once you get to know you do realise like
I soften. I do.
You're actually just very sensitive.
Yeah. I'm actually so sensitive.
You're
hey, what up, boy? How you doing, baby?
I don't care what anyone says.
I cried when George didn't get a call with his mum. Like that wasn't normal. Like anything could have been.
No, and it's crazy too because I feel like once everybody opened up, you got to see a lot of different personalities that you would have never saw. Because like I feel like before this. Because of all the boxing stuff, I was never really into Tennessee's attitude with stuff and how she was. But as a person, period, I definitely got to start to enjoy her. You know what I'm saying? And then with what do you call it? With Casey, I thought I was mad because so many people were in my DMs and were responding to were commenting on the reactions like, oh hey dude, like Casey's actually huge, like she's dope, like she just like hasn't come out of her shell. And I was like, what are y'all talking about? Like. If somebody's into like all this YouTube stuff, like they gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Like they gotta be hella outgoing, like that. Like what do y'all mean out of her shell? And then literally, bro, it was like episode 3, and she started just doing a bunch of random stuff. She started talking more, and I was like, yo, what the heck? Like she really did kind of like pop out of her shell. Like she really did show a lot more character. I still think Danny could have won because I felt like he was on 10 the entire time. But at the same time, like I definitely saw Casey in a whole new light. It was crazy. It was mad dope.
Like, if, God forbid I knew Fu was crying that day.
I had no idea Fu cried that
I would have been. I would have had a good day.
Remember we got the nominees, we were like, why is Fu up for crying?
Yeah, because I was like, Lord knows I get it. I'm a sap. Like, I've been a wet lettuce every day.
Wet lettuce.
Like, Fu I've seen cried the one time that Stars left, which is valid. And I was like, has he cried? And then he just cried because your mum called you, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was...
Yeah, and they showed us on the...
Oh, don't.
And then they showed us that clip and I was like...
I didn't know he was crying to that
about a man crying that upsets me so much because I feel like men can't control their bottom lip when they cry, and it always goes
like that's me. When I cry, I'm such an ugly crier because my bottom lip goes.
No, honestly,
starts quivering.
No, but do you know what? I think it's so funny because that self-assessment that you have of yourself is not what I think at all. As in,
really,
I immediately was like 10 is jokes, but I think if you don't see the full scope of the day and you only see you going
full
like
energy,
like I don't, or little eye rolls. Literally. Then of course you'll be like,
literally.
Oh, Tom's not a team player or she's not getting involved.
Yeah, but even
you so were.
I was such a team player that
she really was.
My own team.
No facts. She was like, yo, if y'all don't start doing better, I'm quitting.
Like, you done shit.
I respected it.
Really thought I was genuinely being like, you are a piece of shit. Like, you done shit. Like,
which is so funny because to us,
we done shit.
Yeah, but to us, that's just you being jokes and we were all finding it funny.
Yeah.
So it's so funny how things translate so differently.
Come on, King. Thank you so much for the love, man. That's the goal, you feel me? Just want you guys to love hanging out with me, man.
That, like, online, people do not get sarcasm.
Yes, it is. Stuff doesn't deliver in the right way. I don't think. Half of my jokes, I was looking at them and I was like, nah, that did not land in the way I needed it to. I don't think they landed.
The way watching it back?
Yeah. I don't know. Some of them I was like,
you're hilarious.
Don't know.
I think you're absolutely
No,
right. The way
yeah.
you for it is
Really?
what's so funny.
Dude,
like,
whoever
the thing you
designs
said
the,
about
the
George's
sets at the
stars.
fellow studios is so
yeah.
talented.
That was jokes.
Oh, I'm okay.
No.
I'm glad. Okay,
That
Gladys,
was
you've
it,
got my
though.
back. Yeah.
That was
That was
it.
the only
One.
line you were shit for the rest of the time. I'm dead. What I
I'm
wanted
dead.
to chat to you about as well, Ten, is you did a little reaction vid with Casey's parents.
Yeah.
About your eviction, which obviously was like, I thought that eviction was so hard. Like, that was the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
And obviously, you watching it back, like, how did you feel? Like, do you get why Joyce made the choice that she made? Like,
Yeah, no,
how do you feel about it?
I get the choice because I said, like, I don't think I deserve it more than Fu. So in
Right.
that terms of thing, I understood it. But I think it was more the shock because I gave it the, he doesn't deserve it more, thinking that I wasn't going to go. Because
Yeah.
I thought, like, 3 girls, 2 boys. I thought, let me end it. Let me let you go, Fu, with a nice little wholesome.
You do your wholesome
And then they were like, nope, you're going home.
That's what I thought. So I think it was more the shock that made me. And then, like, also, I feel like it made me feel more like, was it that? Was it that? Because you just don't read comments.
No.
Because they were getting into my head more of like, that's so out of order, that's so out of order. But I understand it. Like, I really do understand it. And then it was when I came out, I found out I wasn't even in the bottom 2. But Star got the immunity. So then I was even more like, yeah, I was even more gutted after that because I was like,
because that's not even like a valid eviction then.
yeah,
it's just
because it was like Star and Fu, but then
Right.
So then after that, I was more like, are you joking? Like, let me have in that house.
Yeah, fair.
But I think I left at a good time because I left it with like so much love, and who knows, if I'd stayed
Nah,
that extra 4
facts.
days, maybe I would have got cancelled or like done something like crazy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I always like think that everything happens for a good reason.
I agree.
And the good reason is maybe I would have done, or maybe I would have gone
Dang,
crazy.
4 days? It totally seemed like she left and there was like 1 day left. I didn't even look at it like that. That's actually wild. Wow. I didn't even look at it like that at all.
Like the extra 4 days, so
Yeah.
everything works out in the end.
I'm not gonna lie, I found it so hard. Like, the few days after you left, I was like, this is getting really hard now. Just
It looked like
being
everyone
stuck in
was-
this house.
Hell. And
Yeah. Our new favourite phrase is hell and horror, by the way.
People were like, you can just tell Casey's really struggling about 10, and I'm just sitting on the sofa like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I am just daydreaming. Like,
Speaking of, that clip of you like this, as in, you have to take
that
up
one.
ribbons professionally. First of all.
my mum was mortified. She was like, wow, you really don't have a talent, do you?
Is that what she said?
She can do the recorder. Like, you know, she learned it in like primary school or some shit. Like, you know how like George did the recorder?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so she was like, wow, you actually have no talent.
Do you know what? That pisses me off though, because I feel like the recorder is one of those instruments that everyone says, yeah, I play that.
No, she showed
and
me.
nobody plays it.
She showed me, yeah, she did the EastEnders like theme tune. Yeah, she did like 3 seconds. It was like, see?
Yeah,
I'm
it's like, bro, no.
My ribbons were so much better than that.
I think
My
your
ribbons, nah.
They cut.
Nah, she's wildin'. We all learned that in primary school, yeah, but we didn't learn to be good, let's be honest. Like, whenever I did the recorder thing, I was trash at that. Like, I think people learned it, but they learned like little notes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one. But yeah, you're right.
Down so much, and I'm so glad they did, because I was watching it like I'm watching it like this, because I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Do you know what? It was
And
the
they
bit
cut
where you
out so
stacked
much.
it.
Oh my god.
Killed me. I didn't know you stacked it
No.
that bad because I heard you fall, but I was upstairs.
Because I came up and told you, and
Yeah.
you didn't realise it was an actual like.
It was a full stack. Like,
It was
did you
a
hurt
slide and
yourself?
drop.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
snap
snap my nail.
It was
part of
so
it, guys.
funny.
You had an injury as well.
That was what snapped my nail.
Is that
Because
what
I was like,
By the way,
and then I
please
put my shirt on after. I was like, ooh.
look at me. Look at the state of me and Ted. This is the epitome of what locked in's done to us.
Do they thumb their fingers? What happened to their fingers?
That one gone as well.
Because it's snapped like down here, but I can't get it off because it's still like attached to the skin.
No.
So I can't even put one on top because it's like cracked.
I need mine done so bad. It's actually hell.
Oh, I get it. I was like, wait,
where
they
did the
stubbed their fingers? Like
narrative
what?
Of you and Danny come from?
Oh my god.
Because I'm so baffed at it. Because that was not the case in the house. Like,
No,
at
it
any
wasn't.
point did we say that?
No one said it, but do you know what I think it is? I was like that with everyone in the house.
Yeah.
I trolled every single person.
Yeah.
constantly I was just winding everyone up. No one didn't get it. Even you got it that day when I put salt in your cup. Everyone got it. So then it wasn't like a thing where it was me and Danny constantly had this like jokey like.
But they were talking about it. Like, what do you mean? Where did it come from? There were mad clips of her being like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, like Danny can get it. You feel me? There was mad clips. So I don't know if they think that they're there that we don't remember, but we remember, okay? Bro, Ash's laugh is killing me. Bro, she be going crazy, bro. I don't know. I love it because it's like a sign that you could just tell that she just be happy all the time. I love that shit. I love when people's laughs are just crazy because my laugh is wild too. You know what I'm saying?
I was
so happy this dropped last night. Bro, Kage, right?
Like, more with me and Danny, I guess.
Crazy.
So then people just cling on to it and like made it. And then when I said that I would hook up with him out of everyone in the house,
1 million percent.
I didn't say him at first. I said Ash. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
I said Ash.
Yeah.
And they were like, you have to pick a boy, you have to pick a boy, you have to pick a boy.
Oh my God,
Yeah, she was
her.
so
I actually
good at it.
forgot about that.
She was like, you can't pick a girl. So I was like, cool. Danny, like, because he's just the sweetest.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Okay, hold up now. So they almost like, they didn't script it, but they kind of like pushed her into that. Okay, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Cause see, I feel like from my point of view, I thought all that was like just genuine, like right off the cuff. But you forget that producers are working at it the way that they're working, and them producers work hard, bro.
But then I think that's what like then made it into like a we like each other and all this, but
Yeah, and then people just clutch though onto any narrative. They're like,
as in like Danny and Tennessee, like actual fan accounts.
there's like love
way.
accounts where they've put like romantic music behind them, and it's just like clips of those two shadow boxing, and I'm like, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Because it's just like, I had to say on the one I did with your parents as well, I was like, it was like a brother and sister like relationship.
Yeah.
It was never, and I think a lot of people think Danny was
What? What kind of brother-sister relationships do y'all be having in the UK, bro? This is insane.
like that of all of us, but it was genuinely like more of a brother. Like when he would come and give us hugs, it was so like a brother way that I didn't even like think in my head it was in that way.
You don't see it like that, and you don't even like, you'll just do something and you don't think about it, and then you come out and you're like, you can see I can be taken the wrong way, but like still
when
like,
you're in there.
But like he was like that with everyone. Like it wasn't like
He was
any.
That's what I'm saying, Spree. That was I'm confused.
He just is that guy. Like,
Yeah.
People took the clip as well when I run and jump up on him.
yes.
And I'm like, no.
And now everyone's like, oh, this their relationship. And I was like, this is absolutely sending me. The way that everyone like manipulates things. But I also think it was made worse by the day that we all lost the plot and said that he was sexy.
Oh my God, yeah. I've seen that clip so many times as well.
As in-
It's like all the girls have a crush on Danny.
Yeah, the fact that that's the opening line is so...
No, Tennessee admits she's attracted to Danny. Like, that was actually the name of the video, but...
I mean, that was the second time you said it, so...
Literally.
I know.
Miss brother, sister, that's
Yeah, but the thing
crazy.
is,
Like,
right,
what?
Not being funny, we had no single male interaction for ages by that. As in, I would have fancied a Cocker Spaniel at that point. It, like, honestly. So...
You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
I just feel like we lost the plot a little bit that day.
Yeah, we did.
No, honestly. Case, let's chat to you. How...
And y'all was trying to say that I wasn't going to be able to slide up in there. I'm telling you.
does it feel to be a winner chicken dinner?
Feels lovely.
You just hate chatting about it, don't you?
No, it's just so awkward, but no, I'm happy. Because the thing is, I was saying, like, when I first went in, like, I literally, it's so cringe, but I, like, filmed a video to myself before I went in. Just, like, literally, no, this is so cringe, but just, like, 1 minute, because I was just, like, you know, I was, like, I want to see what I was thinking before, because you don't remember what you think before you went in. Just, like, things like, this is how I feel, this is what I think will happen, like predictions more than anything. And I said in the video, I was like, I don't think I'll win or anything. And so I had no intention, like when they asked me what I'd do with the money, I was like, I don't know, like I'm going travelling, she's that.
Right.
And then when I was like getting closer and closer to the final, and I was like, wait, there's actually a chance, like, and then I had
We
the
all knew
intention
from
of
day
giving it-
dot. We
From-
were like,
oh, yeah,
Casey
come
J
on. We
is
knew that.
winning this thing.
But then as soon as I knew,
No, I don't know
like,
about winning it. I definitely thought Danny was going to win it. But I knew after like day 3 or 4, I knew it was just her and Danny at the top. There was no, it was her, Danny, and George. That's what I thought were going to be top 3.
I was like, oh, I want to give the money to my nan and granddad. It gave me like an incentive. So I was literally like, every night, I'm like, if there's any God up there, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like manifesting.
Yeah.
And so when I won, I was like, you just have like all that excitement and stuff, and like, yeah.
That's so weird. What did you say in that video to yourself, like, of how you thought it would be?
I just said,
how
like,
you ended up, like, how it ended up being?
I said, I was like, I'm nervous, but I also know that, like, I'm going to try not overthink, because I know that once I'm in there, like, I'll enjoy it kind of thing. Because, like, I spoke to previous people that went on it, and they said, like, literally, you'll love it. So I was like, there's no reason for me to worry.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, Kage. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big 2 months.
Shout out
to you, gang.
Oh, yeah.
And it never even came up. So every single day, I'm like, please don't be
You
today.
said that
Please don't be
every day.
Yeah, and it never came up. And I'm like,
She woke up like,
She was like, I wonder if today will be the roast battle challenge.
housemates take a seat.
The way I can imagine you going through bars in your head every night, like.
Yeah, before I went in, I was thinking, okay, if I get this person, I'm going to say this, and
Yeah.
You're like, look,
yeah, I was even reassuring her before. I was like, hopefully you can get me then.
She's
and
like,
I'll
I'll
tell
give
you
you
what to
your
say.
Right, yeah. Yeah,
tell me what
you
I
can
came out,
effectively
and I'm
roast
like-
everyone.
Because they told me there was going to be one, because I was like, look, I'm so nervous for it. Can I be like the host so I don't have to do it? And they're like, oh, we're going to get a surprise host for it, yeah? So I was like, okay, so it's definitely coming. And it never came.
And it never came. I wonder why they
That would have been a good. That would have been a
They
good
do that
one.
every year.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why that happened.
They could have
Maybe
done
the
it
host
instead of...
cancelled and they put us in that red box.
Oh, that makes sense.
Red box. Can I just say, any challenge that's like that drives me round the bend. Like, I like challenges that are like, even the dog thing, like, I know, Case, actually, to be fair, that was your worst nightmare. But
Still, though, it was a day out.
a day out,
and
a
it was
bit of
probably fun,
adrenaline.
too.
Yeah, it was.
You were
giving
a
school
pocket
trip.
rocket running from that. I couldn't believe it. You were so small that I soon thought it was going to eat you up. Your head would have gone missing any minute in that suit. But you just was like, go for it.
Bro,
like,
do
you
you know
were
what was the worst? What do you think? And basically, before, right, in my...
Bro, Shorty, if I remember correctly, Shorty made it like 1 foot. But I still think they cheated them with that dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think they choosed it. They definitely... I don't remember if it was the black dog or if it was the gray dog, but one of them ran faster than the other one, and it made it completely unfair. I don't understand how they let it continue going the way they did, but it worked out.
I was like, I am Usain Bolt. I was like, I am going to be so lit that everyone's going to be blown away. And then they put the suit on me, and it was like wearing a brick shit house. Like, it was so heavy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to get past one.
heavy.
Did you find it that heavy?
Yeah, it was so heavy.
It was, and I couldn't move my limbs. And I was like, oh my God, I'm fucked. Like, this dog is going to
But
maul
you
me.
did good.
What did you get at the end? I can't remember.
I got 5.
Fuck you.
Cap.
2. I was fighting for a 3.
I was like, wait,
I
what?
got 2.
You know our team was meant to win. They did.
What do you mean?
No, you wasn't. They were adding it up wrong from the beginning.
They did the points wrong.
No, they were adding it wrong from the beginning. So
have you seen on the
purpose?
screen?
Yeah, because on the screen, where they were adding it up wrong from the beginning,
yeah,
at
I'm
the
with
end,
Kage
I was
on
like,
that one.
you lot have added it
I'm
up
with
wrong from
Kage
the
on that
beginning.
one.
But then they didn't do that in the episode, because all the comments were like, won.
Because
what?
The points came up on screen, yeah, and it was like we had 10, they had 11. Then I got the 2 points, which would have taken us to 12, but the points just never went up, so it just stayed on 10. So actually, I think we were meant to win.
I had this argument with the
Yeah, Lord knows you did.
I looked at it,
But in the
I said, you
moment-
go, where and then?
Yeah, but
They haven't.
Ten's favourite phrase was, play back the VR, wheel back the VR.
she was standing there at that phone like slow-mo.
I become the worker on that mission.
You were part of production.
Glizzy in a bun is
Shannon's
crazy.
One, it got really serious because I was like, that is a 2. They were like, no, I was like, that's a 1. They were like, it's a 2. And I felt like deep because like Shannon was like over there, and I was like,
Shannon said just being mauled by a dog, and you're like, nah, man, watch it back.
Giving her that point.
I was like slow-mo in it, yeah. Yours was the only one, but I didn't. I let them give you the 2. I do think you deserved a 2. But I was like, I'm not even going to argue Casey's one.
I did get 2
at all.
I got 2.
No, that whole
Even
thing.
like stars, I was trying to get stars the 5. but he was just so long that he fell into
Yeah,
five.
yeah. As in, I feel like Stars could have just done that.
Just jumped or
and he would have gone
something.
into five.
Because they were all so close to 5 too.
Yeah,
I took that too seriously. Looking back, it was just a bit of fun. Like
It was
the whole thing was a bit of fun. I really did take some of the challenges like.
No, because
Okay,
it's all
Rim, you're
you
wilding.
have.
Calm down, Bucko, before we have to sit you down, all right?
Yeah, just takeaway.
And box of chocolates.
All for a greasy Indian. It's actually
Oh my
peak. It's
God.
so peak. But yeah, I just feel like challenges like the red box for me, the staying in the boxes and just being like, oh, who knows? Get out whenever you want.
So much in that challenge. You know how? Remember they said to me, so I fell asleep in the box, and remember I said I had that dream
Yes.
that I fell down the stairs and I flinched, and then the production said to me, you said in your sleep, oh my God, I've just fallen down the stairs and died.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in there.
Did they not put that in there?
They didn't put it in
I
there.
thought that was
It was about it was literally about 5 minutes. It was like sped up, then it was like Danny and George walking around, then it was like a few bits of dialogue, sped up, bit of dialogue, sped up, you jump out, I jump out, everyone jumps out.
And then everyone jumped out like one after
it was
another.
literally like 10 minutes, and I was like,
Yeah, basically,
me?
for context, Casey had a whole nightmare in that box. As in, she slept, she woke up, she had a meal, like she went through a whole day in that box.
no, I really flinched because I literally, it was the dream that I was in the locked-in house, and I used to slide down the balusters like this, and in my head went from the top down to the bottom.
And then she woke up in her
And I
box.
slept talked as well.
Bro, imagine if you actually did that, because that floor, I don't know if it was like tile or concrete, but that would have hurt so bad. Oh my God, that would have been crazy.
And they didn't put it in. That's so funny.
I know. I don't know why
Not
they...
asked them for it, actually.
I feel like there's so much that I think I remember as funny moments that just were not in the
Yeah.
edit. And I was like, even the talent show day, I was like, there was so much on this day that was jokes. You know, like when we were practicing, you tried out like 3 different things before saying, I don't want to do it.
I was like,
I think their editors too, they might need a little bit more help or something, because there had to be a lot of stuff that they didn't put in, because there were like a lot of episodes where it seemed like they just dragged on, like there was nothing happening. But the way they're talking about it, like there's just so much stuff we missed. You know what I'm saying? I'm so confused.
5 different talents.
Yeah.
Like before, Even though you see me writing for about 20 minutes of the thing, and it's like, does no one think, why is she writing so much?
Did they put that in? Because 10 killed me. She had multiple different talents all in her pocket. And I went, 10, what are you going to do? She went, I'll just like decide in the heat of the moment. So she got up on, did they show this? Because I say on stage,
so
in the challenge room. You got in the challenge room and you picked out one thing and you went, oh, that was my first idea.
I literally had plan B and plan like A, like.
And I don't know why they didn't show that, because that's so funny.
There were so many like old but gold moments.
Yeah.
That I'm like, that was so funny. But then I'm like, was we finding it funny because we were down bad? Like,
agreed.
Like, I didn't find that funny.
That's
Well, we're finding it funny because
Yeah.
we were
There
down
were so many
bad.
moments
Hey,
I was like,
yo.
how could they not? Even like, there wasn't a moment of every single day where
Guys,
I didn't look at you.
Who is that? Is that food? Oh my God, they got the...
We just said,
Yo, what? They got the whole gang here now. No, this is fine. This is fine. I thought it was all the ladies and stuff, but they actually got the whole gang, bro. What?
you get it. It's fun.
Oh, wait, I can move up a tad bit more. That helps.
Yeah.
You get
How long are we doing it for?
Bro, I didn't even know Danny left the crib. This is wild.
Oh, okay.
Can we just do one of us all doing this?
Sorry, was.
I love them so much. Also, Stars, I love them so much. Stars dressing like Chris Brown every day is my favourite thing in the world.
Yo, facts, Rim.
When I saw him in his like out of locked in clothes, I was like, nah. Cap turned to the side, full bright blue tracksuit. He was like out of a 90s R&B
Okay,
music
who
video.
is this?
I've never seen anything like it.
He was in Step Up. He literally
they've all
just
He was in Step Up. He was. He actually was.
Now you've all come in and got that food
Yeah,
again.
and they're all
I know,
content
I feel-
creators, you
I feel
know?
alive.
They should have been able to do more stuff,
I
bro.
actually love it.
I almost feel like I wish they would have gave them more games or something. Like, there should have been more stuff they should have been able to do around the crib, maybe. Maybe if they gave them, like, Uno, you know what I mean? Or, like, more games where they could stand up and just do stuff together. But the fact that, like, half of the time when they were walking around during the series, it was like they were just sitting around, bored. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if they had, like, even imagine if they had, like, a segment on there where they cooked in the morning, you know what I mean? Or like at least every couple of days they maybe had like a little cooking thing or like a snack time, you know what I mean? Or even with like the sports days that they were having, because people had the soccer ball stuff like that with their personal items. We should have got a whole episode where they were playing Mafia, you know what I'm saying? That would have been fire. I don't know. I just think they should have did a lot more. There just wasn't enough in there, you know what I'm saying? Or the episode should have only been like 20 minutes long. The fact that some of them were like 55 minutes or 48 minutes and then it's just a lot of nothing was just crazy to me.
Case, everyone, like the whole general narrative I feel like has been that you came in as this like shy girly and then you
I wish
left.
I got a 10 every time I've heard.
Mate, it's actually mad.
This narrative, because I would be rich.
Honestly, do you think that, like, what do you think it was that made that happen? Was it the people? Was it just like getting a bit more comfy as the days went on? Like, what do you think it was? Because you were so quiet day 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Did you think that? Because obviously you knew each other
felt
before.
awkward as well.
You were more quiet, but like I was talking to you, Dave. Well, not you wasn't talking to anyone, but you definitely
just
got
sat there
louder
on
and
mute.
louder.
Yeah.
Did you say a word?
You just mime.
That's what I'm saying. She was deaf quiet. I don't think it's definitely not a narrative. That was exactly how it went down. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like whenever I hear it said like that, I always think of what do you call it? Like, I don't know, when I hear it said like that, it always sounds like that's not what was actually happening, but in all actuality, that's exactly how it went down, in my head at least. What up, shout out to you for the follow, baby.
No,
But yeah.
I did think you were shy, but I didn't know you could get as like confident, as loud as you did get.
You thought I reached my limit.
Yeah, I just
She
thought
you were at your peak already.
I
She's
just
like,
thought you were a quiet
Yeah.
person. Yeah, this I was saying to your parents. I was like, I knew probably that it would take time for you to get a bit more, but you exceeded my expectations of like how confident and like loud you can be and like just bubbly and just all of them things.
I think I just know that I can be like that around people I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a bit of both. It was like
They cut
there's
out
the
so
people
much
in there,
room.
and like because everyone's just like, you just feel comfortable around everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like everyone is genuinely so nice and like.
They just become like your little family, don't they? They actually really
but
do.
Also because in that like environment and like that absolute social experiment, you're just forced to come up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just get to like what's the word? You get comfortable around people like really quickly because everything in there is like intensified. So you know like get to know people like so quickly.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I think it was that. But like, say if I'd all just like met you and we went out sometime and like we met every other week, it would take longer. But in there, it's like by day 5.
Yeah, we've already been on 30 nights out together, so it's fine. Like,
that's how it is.
Because I even kept saying, you've actually really shocked me. Even like, I didn't know you were this like little menace and like I loved it. Like by the end,
it did come a bit from Mafia. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, that's another thing that I'm pissed off that didn't make the edit.
No Mafia.
Antics.
Literally none of it. Oh, thank God. I knew it had to have actually been happening because they literally showed us nothing, bro. They showed us nothing, bro. Like, what?
If I could tell you the tomfooleries that happened after dark, these two were the major culprits. I just used to sit and watch because I just thought I don't want pasta sauce on my pillow tonight. Like, that's it. So I just used to crease and watch all of
we
it.
ever would have done that.
You're having way too much fun.
Say that.
Taking your pillow.
Yeah, I know it is. And yeah, the reality is nobody actually, it was all mouth and no action.
But that was the best part because you're then just like going to sleep like.
Yeah.
It's when I put the like
One eye open but no
Sleeping.
Oh my God,
One night.
no, let's open the sweet corn. And I was like, that's too far, Casey. That's too far.
She was
already
holding me
creasing
back.
enough at a tin in someone's bed.
Yeah. But we were
I
all
was feeling
finding
that. I was
it
like,
so
if
funny.
you pour it in, he's not going to notice. He's going to go to sleep and then he's just going to.
Yeah, she was like, let's half open them so when he lays down, he squidges them out. I was like, that is.
This is what I mean. You are a night terror.
Oh my
you
God.
were nuts.
Yeah, no, she was
So
wildin'.
funny.
I would see they should have had all that in,
Stars,
bro.
For anyone that doesn't know,
Yeah.
Stars had a phobia of sweet
Y'all
corn.
up? Okay. Oh, you. Okay. All right. Love y'all. Y'all be safe. Don't talk to strangers. Great. What? What are these drag allegations coming from? Jesus Christ. Okay. Bye-bye. Jesus Christ.
Which I have honestly think is the most left phobia I've ever come across, you know.
That's the first thing I've ever heard. Like, that's the first time I've ever heard someone being scared of sweet corn.
Me too, but to the point where that's why all you needed to do.
I don't think I've ever smelled that before. I don't even know what sweet corn smells like. I didn't know people had phobias of food like that, to be honest, though. Because he was about to jump out of his skin when it happened.
You're kidding me. And I'm so sad that none of that made the edit.
I know, even like the taking people's beds out, the like on.
They cut out when me and Watson took Fru's bed and put it outside.
And made the bed perfectly, as in they actually made the bed in the garden.
No, they put the thing outside as the bedside table and put like a cup on it.
Bro, what? They cut all that out?
For me, like the funniest moments.
Same.
I would be going to sleep.
Cracking up.
Hey, what's up, Costi?
I was like, going through, like,
yeah.
No, and then I watched, my parents went on Joe and George's podcast, but it was just Joe because we were not in the time. And Joe was like, oh, I heard like someone put Fru's bed outside in the pouring rain. What?
In the pouring?
It was under a shelter.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he was like, and I heard he was like fuming. Like,
what?
This is what Chinese Whispers does.
He deserves anything.
So he got mad about it too?
1,000,000%.
Times 100.
Everyone like
started it off. Fu, this is the thing with Fu. He started it off. And he got his little minions. He created a war and then stepped back and just went like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just honestly.
Hold on, chat. Let me lock the door real quick.
Retreated into his duvet and went, ha ha ha, got them. That's it. And we were just like, you have started a whole war tonight.
Got them.
Got them. Got them.
He'd be like,
He was a little slut, dude.
Their mattress.
Food didn't care at all.
Why would we do it? I don't know.
No, master manipulator.
And then they come for you. It's like, wait, but this was Fru's idea, so why are we not all just ganging up and going to him?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it.
It was
So Fu was literally the perfect guy there, bro. Fu was causing problems, bro. Fu was hilarious.
He was in complete shock. He was like, Fu, like, if you're telling me that you've been behind some
Chat,
of this...
does anybody know if Fu posted a video about Locked In or not?
You can't like that.
You can't do this. And I was like, yeah, Danny, like, he told us to take George's bedding off.
Like, to anyone else, this all must sound so stupid.
And just like, how is that even funny? But it's like, it's like knowing you took
Not even stupid, but hilarious. Like, I wish we got to see all of that.
Find out.
That's all I was missing.
Be like, nah, like, who was it? And we're all like,
dude, I love this chair.
Just dying. It was actually so stupid. I'm sad that some of that didn't make it in.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be like because they're doing unseen bits.
Yeah.
So you know, in the
like 5 episodes of Unseen.
The semi-final, they cut out our paintings, so it's just the morning and it cuts to just paintings on the table.
They didn't put the paintings in.
They didn't put the paintings in. So
bro, they had paintings. They had paintings. I don't even remember that. Bro, they cut out everything. What were they filming? Like what? It's like they literally edited like just all the cool stuff out. Like I don't know. They better be posting like. You know what's crazy? I think would be dope if Locked In, if they had like maybe like a Patreon or something where they posted like unseen bits or like unedited moments. I would love that.
No.
There's no painting. Just our faces on the table.
Oh my god! And the fact that I
it's going in unseen bits, but I'm like, but that makes
you
no
think so,
sense. Now there's like no context to
why do you think Watson would have slowed Danny down?
And we walk out of the final like, well, it's been good with our paintings, like.
Oh, and they had those clips.
They have all the but that's in the final, isn't it?
Right, that makes no sense.
He's starting to crash while you're filming.
Jesus!
Okay, you lot are hoochie
Good face, hello.
Oh my god, look at you.
Oh my god, bro. Joyce gotta put that thing away, bro. Jesus Christ. Like that shit is. Oh, bro. I didn't know Shannon was poking like that either, bro. She wildin'.
Okay, guys, to round off, I want to do a little round of Snog, Marry, Avoid with all the boys, and you can't lie, okay? I'm going to do it too. Ready?
I marry Danny.
Yeah.
Snog
fair.
George.
Yeah.
Avoid Watson.
Okay, facts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on, Casey.
I'd have to say Snog George because I feel like Fu and Stars are just too old for I feel like it would be weird.
Yeah.
Nancy.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. I like that she actually has that like take on things. That's fun. Because a lot of niggas are weird. The 30 and 18 is crazy. 30 and 18 is wild. Niggas ain't got nothing in common. They out there talking. You can't even play songs. I'm over here trying to listen to the Isley Brothers, and Shorty's like, when did this come out?
Marry Danny.
Yeah.
Because he is a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And then avoid Watson. I'm so sorry, but Fu and Star's my best mate. So
Who that?
Yeah, fair.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Watson.
I would also marry like
I'm
Stars
talking
or
about
Fu,
Dad.
to be fair.
agreed.
In a, like just a friend marry way.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is another game where you got picked.
You know.
properly.
Okay, cool, Danny. I'll just marry Danny.
Okay, I would. I think I would also marry Danny.
God, dude, this is lit, bro. See, this is where I would want to be, bro. I would hope everybody married me, but I'm so annoying. I just know everybody would have killed my ass, bro. I know they would have.
Honestly, we're
shocked
just
by
keeping
this
the
edit.
flames going on this narrative.
We're like, why is
but who doesn't
there
wanna marry
edits? Like,
Danny?
why-
I know. And then I think do you know what?
Stop it, Costi.
I would snog Stars
Don't
just because I
start
think
this.
he's such a gorgeous
Don't
boy and I
listen to
love
that
him.
nigga.
Like, it's giving brother, so it's a bit weird, but
Yeah.
yeah, that. And I would avoid George. Reason being is his arsehole. I can't do it.
Oh, okay.
I can't spend the rest
Also,
of my life
like,
with
he's
someone
too much like
farting.
an actual brother too, so that
Yeah,
would be
exactly. That's like weird.
Yeah.
So avoid George because incest and his horrible arsehole. Yeah, great.
His cheeks is
Guys,
like
I love you
that?
both.
Thanks for having us. Congrats on your pod.
Oh, congrats on winning, Bob. I love you. And you, well, you lost.
Yeah. Congratulations on not getting
Finally.
Yeah, in it.
I don't know how I don't
Okay,
know
guys,
Ash,
now
bro,
we're gonna
or
introduce
how I
my
haven't
hot,
seen Ash, bro.
naughty, cool,
But
sexy
Ash is
sister
way
Shannon
too
and
fine
Madam
to have never been on my radar. I'm kind of
Girlies,
upset
how
about
are you
it.
feeling?
Yeah, good.
Insane. I'm so happy to be here.
Babe, can I just say, Joyce has come in, dripped out to the night. The Givenchy bag just in the corner, product placement.
No, wait. It's a casual day. I literally just placed it down.
It's a casual
It's a casual day. It's a casual day.
I've seen you in tracksuits for the past 2 weeks, and then you come in like this.
Honestly,
This is our aesthetic, though. This is what annoys me.
This is actually how I dress on a normal day.
Yeah.
So coming in and having to wear tracksuits every day, the minimum they could have done was given us some sort of, leggings, feminine. They said, no, we gonna put you in those jogging bottoms.
Every morning.
Not me, they didn't.
We were,
Not me, they didn't.
In it. You were the gym girl aesthetic, and I was so jealous.
So
every
jealous.
day.
I don't feel like I deserved it.
You deserved it.
No,
You
you look
deserved
sexy.
it.
No, you looked good. Your body
look
looked
good.
good.
Body looked good.
Your
You look
body
nice,
nice.
and tight.
Yeah.
Nice and tight, girl.
No
Every day
cap.
when the rail come, just to give you guys some context, it was like roulette. As in, it was like it would come and you'd be like, I don't know what I'm gonna get today. Every day I'm looking at Shannon's hangers, batty leggings, tight ting. Then I'm looking at mine and it's just, joggers, oversized t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm 4'11". What are you trying to do to me? And the thing is, I know Foot Asylum have that in their locker.
Yeah.
It's not as if they don't have the sexy naughty fit. So I was like, give me the catalogue, Bugler.
We tried to make it work. Ash always was like, she'd have a big jumper and then she'd
You
tie it
tuck
with
it
the back.
in.
Yeah.
Come with them with a hairband.
No,
like,
me
Every
tightening
morning,
it.
guys, no bras.
Ash is
This line
telling a joke.
direct.
Spring!
Can you just pull this up for me? I'd tuck it under. Oh my, I was doing origami every
One
day.
thing about
Yeah.
Ash, you go see those nipples.
They
Yes.
came in and said,
Those
they literally
nipples.
had to come in and say, sorry, we're gonna get demonetized. You've got
Guys.
to put your nipples away.
I forgot about that. So basically, I'm screaming. One day, production legit came in and said, "Girls, it was so like PG the way that they put it.
Yeah.
So they were erring on the side of caution. They were like, how do we deliver this? Girls, do you all have bras?" We went, what? I went, no. What's that?
Next day they came in and said, you've got to tell Joyce, Foot Asylum don't stock bras.
That.
What do you mean? Give me the bar, they said they don't stock them.
But I said, that's a you problem.
Yeah, let the nipples fly then.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Because we just all wanted to be sexy and naughty.
Yeah.
But they were like, no, we
like,
can't monetize this on YouTube because all of your nipples. And obviously, it's freezing cold. We're in Cambridge. This is a Dove Island. Like, we're not in Saint-Tropez. So we're like, this is every challenge.
We'd go outside and chill and have a talk, and we'd come out to the challenge area, and the briefs are like, the nipples are like.
That's actually hilarious.
Everyone's nips were like this.
Yeah,
I do look back at some of the pictures that Tom Holland took, though, and I think
Tom Holland.
I think, oh, bless, like, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
The nips were nipping.
For those who don't know, Tom Holland was the photographer that came in every
Yeah, I just
day.
assume.
And he is Tom Holland's doppelganger.
The spitting image.
So we just called him Tom Holland.
Yeah.
What?
Which is actually a bit rude.
He called me Sharon.
Fair. He did.
Oh yeah, no, that's crazy.
Narrative.
That was your producer name.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sharon,
and then the narrative for
producer.
the rest of the show was Shannon was Sharon.
Yeah, the secret producer.
Yeah.
The secret producer, yeah.
So, girlies, I want to know, how are you feeling?
white girls are
upon
evolving.
getting
I don't
out?
care what
have the
nobody says.
reactions been like?
The white girls
Like,
are
just talk to
evolving,
me.
gang.
Do you want to go first?
Honestly, when I left that house,
Sorry.
That's okay. sister. When I left that house, I was so happy to see the outside world. I feel like people don't realise being in a house for 2 weeks, no contact with the world.
What up, Dreams? Hit me up on
awareness of
Instagram,
social
gang.
media, no awareness of your family and friends is the most mentally challenging thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah.
So I feel like even before I got my phone,
Love you, Rib.
when they announced the winners and we all, I got evicted, just to step out and to see the world was the most overwhelming feeling. I was so happy, and obviously now being in real life, I'm so happy. I see my friends, I get to chat to you guys outside of the house. Honestly, it's been incredible. I definitely missed real life.
It's dope. They're actually like really close, you know.
Same. I mean, I came out and you just like, you literally see in the camera, you see me go,
Yeah. The sigh of relief.
Yeah,
oh
like
my
literally
God.
breathe.
Yeah.
But I come out, there's been like, you know, Chandler Bing's dead. Do you know what I mean? What's that about? Why did nobody tell me that?
I got back to a text from my mate with just Chandler's dead. I said, bro,
What
don't
the
do me like that.
fuck?
Hello, how was locked in? Some
Chandler's dead.
Exactly.
intro before just telling me that.
Bad news already.
Babe,
Literally, what the heck?
Welcome to the cruel world. Like, welcome back.
No, that's crazy.
There was a hurricane in Jersey where I'm from. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Sharon is also a news reporter. Don't kill me. But yeah, I was saying to 10 in Case just now, I have a newfound respect for anybody that does reality.
totally.
Because
3 months people are in there.
Bro, no
Yeah,
way.
2-3 months is
Shocks
crazy.
me. I feel like just doing the 2 weeks here, then coming to the realization there are shows where people are locked in for 2 months, 3 months. Girl, Nella Rose is about to do. I'm a celeb. Me out of her. I don't know how my good sister is going to even do that because those 2 weeks.
It looked like it's going crazy for Nella right now too,
And I was in
bro.
a nice house.
We
talking
caught up
about
on that
outside
too.
with the leaves and the grass.
Yeah.
We were getting lunch brought to us,
And she's
whipping up and meeting every
right.
night.
And we were down bad with that.
Yeah.
So think about her in the Wild West with crickets and all sorts.
And cockroach.
I don't think crickets are her biggest worry.
Fair.
Cockroaches.
Australia.
Yeah, okay, all
Yeah.
right, big blood clot pythons then.
Have you not seen that video where the kangaroo nearly beat up that man in the water?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Like this.
Like, yeah.
Standing
The
on his
hench,
2 legs.
Yeah.
The hench kangaroo.
Fucking, yeah.
He has gone gym for 9 months.
9 months.
I've
I tell you what, I'm knocking out a kangaroo. Easy, bro. Like, I don't even understand it. Easy.
never seen anything like
Not
it.
the-
Not skipped chest day, has he?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at
Not one
all.
day.
So that's what Nella Rose is going to go fight kangaroos out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have so
we
much
had
respect
Fraser.
for it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Oh, Fraser.
He was the best.
Fraser.
There's so many behind the scenes people that you guys don't know about
Yeah.
that you just form such a bond with because it's all that's your only connection to the outside world. Like
Yeah.
they're watching us as it's all happening.
Yeah.
They're seeing how it's being received. It's just such a weird feeling, isn't it?
Yeah.
People would come in from production to the yard and they were told to not talk to us. They're meant to be incognito.
Literally.
Guys, they'd come
No
into the
eye
house
contact.
to like fix something in the house. They'd be like this. And all of us, hi! What's your name? Because
Honestly,
talk to us.
Yeah.
Say something.
Say something.
Anything.
They literally weren't speaking to us.
No.
It was so funny. And there was one guy in particular that always used to walk by
And not say a word.
He would purposely not make eye contact with no one. Like, he's like, go to the destination and the destination only. We're like, hello, speak.
Right.
Yeah. What's your name?
And then we kept saying, oh, they're AI. Like, they're not even real people.
Yeah. We've actually gone insane. We're imagining people.
It is mad.
It was insane.
Okay, my sister.
Talk to me.
Let's unpack some shit.
Let's go, man.
Come on.
Because
we gotta know. I
when
need the
tell
tea,
you,
sis.
I almost feel like
I need the tea.
I'm in real Jack Russell mode at the moment with some of these shitty comments and some of the reception, and I can only put it down to the fact that in my head you're carrying the show on your back.
Girl.
Like, you've just had such great clips and so much time on screen that I'm like, do people just want to hate?
Yes.
Because that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Every season, and you know what? It wasn't just me carrying. I think everybody on the show did absolutely incredible. Like, I have got the pleasure of meeting so many big and exciting personalities.
I think it was just the Jen stuff. I think that I never really noticed anything crazy that Joyce was doing. I actually really enjoyed Joyce like the whole way through. I thought she added a lot of flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? She came in, was really being her. She was talking, you know what I'm saying? She was bringing in the jokes. I thought it was fire. Like, she did hella good. And then the Jen stuff happened, and I feel like we just saw like a whole different side of her for real. It was almost like, damn, why you wilding? But at the same time, I almost understand it because you build such a crazy bond with the people that are in the crib, and then you almost go into like protector mode when there's one person that comes in to try to mess everything up, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't know. It could have been because nobody had dissed her at the time, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, what ended up happening was the stuff that happened with, what's his name? With Ginge. Like, you kind of just, you know what I'm saying? She was the one that just put her mama boots on and was almost trying to like protect all the cubs or something. I don't know, but that was the craziest part. I don't know, Spree. I don't know. I love Nella. You're wild. And Nella is fire. So is, I think Joyce has her own little vibes, you know what I'm saying, too, as well. I don't know. I feel like they're both going to go on to do some pretty dope stuff.
You included. So obviously, for some reason, I got quite a lot of screen time on the show, which I'm, again, for Asylum, I'm so thankful for me to be able to put myself on the forefront. But the comments now, I just think that they were insane. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
When I first came out and I saw the intensity of what people were saying, I was a bit confused because I hadn't watched the show. But I think
Then you're thinking, what
did I do?
What did they show?
Yeah.
Did I show my bum?
Yeah.
Did I call someone a bitch?
No, that was
No,
Star.
Star.
Yeah, that was
Star. Yeah. Star did
Star
not
every
show his ass
freaking
back, let's be
day,
honest.
bro.
Did I call someone a bitch? All these thoughts were going through my head, and then I actually watched the show.
Right.
And I felt like what I did not warrant the level of hate.
No.
Because we have to remember, this is a show. People are watching this for entertainment. And unfortunately, just like we watch on Love Island, just like we watch on Big Brother, there's always somebody that people enjoy to be the antagonist.
1,000,000%.
In
for
this
sure.
10 already had her moment.
It started out as 10.
It started out as 10.
Yeah.
She had like a villain arc. Like,
Yeah,
people
yeah.
thought she was a villain, and they were like, actually, we love Ted.
We
She's
love
a real
10.
one.
They're like, cool. Now we need somebody to
Somebody
really
else
come
to
at.
hate.
Right.
And unfortunately, it was me. But I'm looking at it and I'm looking at the comments. I'm like, they're quite empty comments. I'm annoying. I'm this and
Yeah.
get around. But the passion did not match what I did.
No.
So I just took it as it's TV.
Yeah.
It's fun. As we all know, hate spreads a lot more than love. So
100%.
as much as people were hating me, I hate that it took away from you guys doing amazing things. Because bearing in mind, we were celebrating that you're in the final, Fu's in the final.
Right.
But I'm seeing you guys post and they're talking about how much they hate me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not what we're celebrating here.
Yeah.
So it was
It's
sad.
wild
Yeah, it
to
was
me.
wild. It was wild.
No, it
People
really
just
was
love to
crazy.
hate.
Yeah.
They love to hate, and they pick a person, they go for it, and that's it. And they, like, it's nothing you did. And realistically, people, you're loud and you're funny, and you're a woman.
Let's talk about
And what are we going to say here?
Say it again.
What
Say
are we
it louder
gonna
for the
say
people
here?
in the back.
If you like that, they hate that.
Yeah.
And they hate that, and they're gonna just grab onto that and hate it.
I also think, controversial opinion, but it's very easy for boys to be loud, flamboyant, to be a little bit mischievous. I mean, you can break shit.
Just being sexist now.
Everyone's like, ha, 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 hilarious,
Yeah.
hilarious.
Nah, you
The
get
minute a
deep.
girl
It's not
does
that
it,
deep.
jarring, doing too much, get her out, screen time, like.
It's like she not lying. There's definitely some truth to what she's saying. It be happening like that a lot, for sure. Wouldn't necessarily say going into it like being super sexist, but people are like that. People definitely do have some very weird opinions, and they take stuff very weird. And I would say it sucks when it's like that, but it's totally true.
Whore for all of the attention, and I'm like, why is there that like such a big gap in that? It's so annoying.
I think what it is for me, I feel like, and again, there's a standard set for how women and men are supposed to act. On a basis. So women are supposed to be quite dainty and feminine,
meek and mild,
and submissive.
Yeah,
I think any woman that contradicts that,
like maybe not you, Kage, maybe not us. Like we definitely weren't judging her because she was a woman, but there definitely were some people out there, like in the world that we live in. There's a lot of things that men can do that if a woman does, it's a little weird. Just the same as there's a lot of stuff that if men do it, and women or other people will take it weird. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. It sucks that it's out there, but it's definitely out there. You know what I'm saying? Like even for somebody like me, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never been like, it took me doing this like YouTube shit to realize that there are people out here that like held stuff against you just because of like your race. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people, like it may not be you guys, but even in my DMs, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people who like hit me up and they be like, yo, like it's wild. Like I don't even want to say a lot of the weird shit that I be getting, but people will say a lot of weird racist shit like, oh, this you're not like this person because of this or that and the third and blah 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 blah. Like shit gets weird, bro. It's out there and it's bad. It's almost bad to act as though it's not out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it may not be the general consensus or it may not be everybody feeling like that, but it's out there. So it's like you might as well address it. So whenever somebody's talking about their truth, like how this is, I always just allow it because it's like maybe we don't see it or maybe it's something that we specifically don't see in our everyday. But as a woman or whatever, you know what I'm saying, from her perspective, there's probably stuff that she sees or messages and stuff that she gets that we don't see. So it's like, hey, we don't really know exactly what is all out there. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense. What up, Kyle?
Is going to
Hope
be
you got it
attacked
together
for
again.
it. And it's exactly what you said.
But also loved for it.
I mean, it's also
that you have to see that side. And yes, you always pay more attention to the negative comments. Everyone does.
Yeah.
You get like 50 good comments, you get one bad comment. That bad comment will play in your head. But people also love.
I wouldn't even really say spree. Like women definitely don't live an easier life, bro. Like as a man, imagine if every day you had to worry about what it would be like going outside. Like I never realized this until like I started hanging out with my sister more. Like women, bro, like I can get in my car and just go. Like I get in my car and I just go. My sister gets in her car. She has to hurry up and lock her doors. She has to look around and make sure nobody followed her to her car. She's got to look in her back seat to make sure nobody like hid themselves under her seat. She's got to check her phone to make sure that her iPhone didn't give her a notification to say that somebody put a fucking air tag tracker in her car to like track her location. If she goes anywhere, like you like, even I went to the barber shop, right? And I got my hair done the other day, and there was a guy there that like was trying to hit on my sister. Like me and him were talking about YouTube shit, and then he was like, "Oh, that's your sister?" And he immediately like stopped talking to me and was talking to her and was like, "Oh, we should go get dinner sometime." And I was like, "Nigga, first of all, read the fuck lax, nigga. We talking right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to just come over here and start hitting on my sister, nigga, especially in front of me." Plus, my sister has a boyfriend, so I'm like, you don't respect that nigga. And if he's not here to protect her, then I'm gonna be the one to say it. You know what I'm saying? And then it just sucks because imagine if everywhere you went or every time you go outside, you gotta deny a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's mad weird. Like imagine if any place you go, if you just so happen to look a little cute, you gotta say no. Like every day, imagine you're getting hit on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's wild to think about. And even like all the female friends that I've had over time, like bro, seeing the messages that they get, the shit that people send them, like imagine a nigga sending you a message saying they want to beat their meat to you or some shit like that. Or like imagine a nigga like printing out a picture of you and then coming on it. That shit's crazy. Like that shit's insane. And then like the nigga, if you go online, you can look at like cum tributes. Like people are fucking weird. Like we may not be weird, but there are some weird fucking niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that shit is just wild. They can just make OF and make money. Okay, so Spree, you're just wilding. Got you. Okay.
Loud, funny girl.
Yeah.
That love is
because like niggas can make money. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks. Like if my meat was bigger, best believe I'd be on that bitch spinning that shit in 360s, making some bread. You know what I'm saying?
there.
Yeah.
1,000%. And
Yeah,
again,
100%,
Like Shannon was saying,
Kage.
as much as we did get a lot of hate, I received so much love. So much love.
Yeah.
It was overwhelming. But I think sometimes in the noise, you just like you said, you'll just focus on the hate.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
But when I do compare the amount of hate to the amount of love, I have received a lot more love that I'm super, super grateful for. So
Yeah.
absolutely right, babe.
The girlies love it.
The girlies
You know
love
the
it.
girlies
The girlies
love
love
it.
it. They love
They
it.
really
They
do.
love it. They ate it up because
Yeah.
That's what's important.
I think guys need to start hanging out with girls a bit more to know what we're
To
really
understand
like.
it. Big facts, though.
It's a shock for guys
Yeah.
to see girls like me and you on camera. But when the girlies are looking at their friends, sisters, cousins, we remind them of one of them.
Yeah.
We remind them of their friends. We remind them of their boisterous sister, their eccentric cousin. Like there
Yeah.
are so many women like us in real life, but on social media platforms and on TV, we're just regress to how we look. We're like, don't talk, just as long as you're sexy, that's
Yeah.
fine. So it's very weird for them, but I'm glad we were that representation, definitely.
1,000,000%.
Me, yeah, I'm glad, yeah.
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 Also, Shan, so I feel like we had many conversations in the house where you were kind of like, this isn't the most natural environment for me.
No, it's totally unnatural.
Period. Okay.
Not even
Look at
the
me.
slightest bit
I was
natural.
just trying to make it digestible. She was like, babe.
It was
It was hell.
Yeah.
But why do you think that was? Do you think that you needed like a moment to adjust to that environment and take it in and then really be yourself? Like, why do you think that was not immediately a space that you felt comfortable in?
I feel like very intimidated, but I'm not like a loud person. So when I'm surrounded by 9 like loud people, it's not so much I'm intimidated. I'm just like, you do you, and like I will just let you do you. I'm happy to like sit back. I'm a watcher. That sounds weird, but like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Always
I'm a watcher.
watching.
I'm an observer, babe.
I'm an observer. Like, I like just to sit back and just like let you do your thing. But then when I'm like, now we're obviously on camera and things like that, and I'm with you
Chat,
guys.
are you
and I
guys
feel very
watchers or
comfortable with
no?
You guys now.
Yeah.
But like, it just takes me a while to feel comfortable around people.
Of course.
And I also like I look back on it like I was so ill when I was in there.
Babe.
They don't know about the UTI.
They don't know, babe.
They don't know about the
Yeah.
UTI.
They don't know about Gary the medic.
They don't know about Gary the medic.
It was going down like that?
Is overworked and underpaid.
Underpaid.
Let me tell
Preach
you.
it, yeah.
So he was the medic that was like on call for all of our like
Needs.
scrapes, bumps, needs, whatever we needed. Like you need to have somebody there if people are getting ill.
Nah,
and they
facts.
also like by the end, so many of us were getting ill.
Yeah.
I was cold. I needed
You'd
cold
been
and
bitten?
flus the last 4 days.
She got bitten.
I got
We don't even
bitten.
know about that. They don't even know about the bite.
They don't know.
Can we chat about that?
Let's talk about
Let's talk about the bite. Let's talk about the bite. Yeah.
So, the dog challenge.
Girl.
They let us get mauled by dogs for fun. I get
And
it.
then cut it.
Yeah, I get it.
cut
It's entertainment. It's a show. Rare. You need to bring some numbers in. My girl, just explain it, Joyce. Just explain it. 'cause
Talk
I
us
can't.
through it.
Right, so you saw me running, you saw me falling because I tripped and fell. I thought I was, honestly, before we got into the line, before I started running, I was trying to manifest Usain Bolt.
It's exactly what I said just
like-
now.
So I'm literally sprinting, and as I sprint, this suit is so heavy.
Oh, it's so
It's
heavy.
so
So heavy.
I literally trip and fall, and I land face forward with my hands out. The dog, all I saw was a dog grab my wrist like this, and literally the dog grabbed my wrist and would not let go.
Yeah.
I think from there is when my trajectory of being on the show
Yeah.
went down. I was it was hell. It
You
was
know
was
what
it?
killed me as well?
Chat, didn't somebody else in the last season, didn't they get hurt by the dog as well? They might need to stop this dog shit, I'm not gonna lie. I still don't really understand why that's such like a staple of the show.
Gary the medic knew that you were that down bad, guys. He gave her this like Club Tropicana special bandage, you know, that was like really.
See, Kage, I almost used to be like that, bro. But I think that like I was like unnaturally doing that whenever I was around people. Cause like I almost get it. How do I put this? I hate when I walk in a room and other people don't greet me. I hate when other people walk into a room and they go to like specific people and say hi. Like if you walk in a fucking room and don't say hi to everybody, oh, that shit just, it fucking kills me. Oh, it like kills my hands. Excuse me. Like we went to a we went to this what do you call it, like a friend's party, last night that are like friends of the family, and they had like a couple family members that came over, and like it took them like 45 minutes after being there to come introduce themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, don't do that. Like, don't be walking around like talking to everybody else and then come talk to me after. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come in, introduce yourself, gang. Like, let me know who you is. Let's like, we can all be friends. Don't be weird. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a very comfortable person now. I used to be a little, I used to be a little weird, but I don't know. I wouldn't even call it weird.
Yeah.
It was just different.
It was so camp. It was the most camp bandage ever. It was like, but not. I mean, I might as well have been watching the TV on my wrist because it was that lively.
It was.
And they just wrapped it around my arm and they were like, "Girl, get back in the house. Carry on, proceed."
Yeah.
And this is what I mean. There is so much that people don't know.
Yeah.
People only think that what's in the edit is our day. And I'm like, I can't stress to you enough that there are 24 hours in this day and you've seen 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, so much goes on.
I mean, the way that you felt with that dog bite is the way I felt from day one. Like,
You were in hell.
I was in hell.
Yeah, she was.
Like, I just was so uncomfortable from day one. I just felt like my trajectory just go boom,
Yeah.
like that. I was like,
Time was
get me out
Like,
of here.
from Arrival. Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Yeah.
At that minute, Shannon knew she fucked
Yeah,
up.
I fucked up. Yeah. If I could go in and do it again with all of you and not be in any pain from the beginning, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Really?
Do it again in a heartbeat.
Hell no.
If I could go
must
in,
be nice. I don't agree.
Good for you. If I could go in, you like. That was such a horrible. No, it wasn't a horrible experience. I loved meeting you guys, and like I had so much fun with you guys. But if I could just try again, and be myself, and go in and do it all again with you guys, I
Do
would
you
do
feel as though almost you didn't get a full fair
I love
shot
that, bro.
at it,
I'm mad
at the
that she
experience?
didn't feel as though, like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, just
I
the best
wasn't-
about it. I
didn't
hate that.
feel
That
like
sucks.
Good and like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just horrible. So I loved meeting you guys, and if I could do it again with you guys and just not be the way I was, I would do it. Yeah.
I hate that.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
But also, I do think what I've seen of you has shown you in an amazing light.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
guys.
So caring, just the most gorgeous, genuine soul. Like, very much what
Conversation's kind of difficult. See, I can understand that. But see, that's what's like so crazy, because it's like, whenever you have that like social anxiety, it's almost up to other people in the room to like kind of bring you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring you back into, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, bring the conversation out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of nigga where it's so easy to talk to me. I can just have that conversation. Like, I'll notice that you're being a little, you know what I'm saying, not as like open to me, but at the same time, like, I feel like I would be able to bring it out of you. Like, we would be able to just, as long as you just said hi, oh man, it's up from there. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me to be able to have that excess conversation with you to make you feel comfortable. You feel me, Kage?
Exactly what I thought of you, and I thought that's what was shown.
Thanks.
So I think you need to like.
Big up that
I'll
bumper
take it.
clap.
Yeah, is it? To you enough that there are 24 hours in this day and you've seen 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so much goes on.
I mean, the way that you
What's
felt
up,
with
Lynn?
that
Welcome
dog
back,
bite
Queen.
is the way I felt from day one. Like,
You were in hell.
I was in hell.
Yeah, she was.
Like, I just was so uncomfortable from day one. I just felt like my trajectory just go boom,
Yeah.
like that. I was like, get
Shannon was
me out
Like
of here.
from Arrival. Yeah.
I made a
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
At that minute, Shannon knew she fucked
Yeah,
up.
I fucked up. Yeah. If I could go in and do it again with all of you and not be in any pain from the beginning, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Really?
Do it again in a heartbeat.
Hell no.
If I could go
must be
in,
nice. I don't agree.
Good for you. If I could go in, you like. That was such a horrible. No, it wasn't a horrible experience. I loved meeting you guys, and like I had so much fun with you guys. But if I could just try again, and be myself, and go in and do it all again with you guys, I
Do
would
you
do
feel
it.
as though almost you didn't get a full fair shot at it, at the experience because of that?
Yeah, 100%. I just wasn't. I didn't feel like good and like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just horrible. So I loved meeting you guys, and if I could do it again with you guys and just not be the way I was, I would do it. Yeah.
I hate that.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
But also, I do think what I've seen of you has shown you in an amazing light.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Guys.
So
No,
caring.
literally,
just-
and because she was so open about things too. Like, it, I don't know. Nobody could have watched that shit and thought she was trash, for sure. I was watching that shit. I was so happy Shannon was in there. I loved it. I loved it, bro. She did so good. I got mad because I was like, damn, I wish she wouldn't have just given up on herself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was so mad about, because I'm like, damn, bitch, you killing it. Chill out. Love yourself. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? I wanted her to open up and just be the person that we know that, well, at least I know, you know what I'm saying, she could be. That's definitely how hype I was for it.
The most gorgeous, genuine soul, like very much what I thought when I left, or you. Like, that's exactly what I thought of you, and I thought that's what was shown.
Thanks.
So I think you need to, like...
I'll take it. I'll take it. The comment section have just changed. So, like, we take it. Do you know what I mean?
Let me tell you, if there's anything I've learned from this experience, obviously, I came up on TikTok. TikTok love chaos, right? You could be as chaotic as you like, and people will be like, I am so here for this. YouTube... different, scary, spooky place. Different gravy. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Scary. I think it's so scary. Like, the comments on there are so different.
Yeah.
It's such a different space to exist in than like TikTok is, than all of it. It's
people
just,
are much nicer on TikTok.
Twitter is terrible.
Much more like, there's less, I find there's less hate on TikTok. I've not really got like much hate, but like, people are definitely more to the point and things on YouTube, 100%.
Agreed.
Yeah. This goes on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So please, sir, be nice. For fucking fuck's sake.
One of us.
Yeah, innit? Also,
Hopefully.
your episode...
God, I hope people are being assholes. Oh, I wonder if they are. I forgot we can look at those, right?
Did you watch it?
Love her energy. She a killer.
I don't know what it was. The whole thing was very emotional.
Look at all the love from the ladies, bro. That's why I love it.
Reacted to it.
I love it when I see people like stand together, you know?
Again.
Were you?
Yeah. I've cried over that like 3 or 4 times now.
Wow.
Why do you think it was such an emotional moment?
I think because like I was probably done by like day 3, realistically, wasn't I? Like, I was done by day 3, and like, but I still grew to be so close to all of you and loved you all so much when I left. But I was also so happy to leave.
Right.
It was just like a lot of emotions, like a lot of mixed emotions. It was just flying about.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I totally get that.
It was still, it was emotional.
It was like, I don't know, I watched it back and I was like, oh my God, they've managed to make, but it actually felt that emotional as well. Even when you did leave, and I think probably so much of you feeling down bad, but you were going through so many peaks and troughs in that place.
Yeah.
Because I remember, Joyce, you gave her big sister, like, unbelievable podcast extraordinaire speech, right?
The fact they cut that out. The fact they cut that out. When Joyce
came back
hey,
hopefully you can hang, baby. I'm here for it.
You gave me the speech I needed, the words I needed to go for the next 4 days.
Yeah.
I think I genuinely would have left if you hadn't come back in and given me that speech.
Bro, I've never known a speech to go down that well. As in, it's literally like...
I was telling everyone.
Yeah.
I like felt rejoiced.
You are so... Rejoice!
Rejoice!
Get it? Joy! Honestly, like, you... really do have a way of words with that kind of thing. It literally goes Martin Luther King, Joyce, like very much. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell the difference. Like, you came downstairs and you were literally like,
I was like, I'm ready, yeah.
And I went, oh, wait. I said, all right.
Who is this?
Are you okay? Do you need a hug? You literally went, no, honestly, Joyce has just said exactly what I needed her to say.
Yeah.
I feel like because sometimes when you're in your own head, you see your own perception of things. And I feel like, obviously, Shannon is a words of affirmation girly like me. And as an observer, I could see how she was growing day by day from where she first started to where I met her at that time we had the conversation. And I always think it's important to go back to your why, like, why do you want to do this? And I felt like Shannon had so much to prove to herself and to the world that she is that motherfucking girl.
Yeah.
So as a friend, I just had to remind you that, girl, you're
big
that
facts,
girl.
Yeah.
And why you came here is you're not done yet.
Facts.
So let's put
It sucks that there's even like that weird like thing in the world where, oh, Shannon can't be dope on YouTube just because she dated Chris. That shit's so
weird.
weird.
With me, like, I feel like the friendship that the girls had, like, I don't know what I would have done, me personally, if I didn't have the support system of you guys in that house. Because the relationship that we had was amazing, where every time one person was down, everybody would circle around to bring each other up. So I think by the end of it, like, it was me, Ash and Casey, and Ash was the person that literally was my rock, because I got to your point where it was like, I can't
three me.
I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Forget about the show itself, but just being in a house and not being able to see the outside world. I've been bitten, I've been bruised, I've got two of my nails have popped. I've got 4 lashes on my left eye.
I've got nothing left. Nothing left.
I had nothing left to give.
No.
And Ash honestly carried me to the end of that show. I could not have done it without you.
Honestly, and I think one thing that so sets us apart as a cast this season, from what I've heard from everyone else, is there's never been a season where everyone has just loved each other.
There's not.
No, heck no. Everybody usually be dissing each other and shit.
Like a lie, and we're just saying that for the views or the, you know. We genuinely did.
Yeah.
And that's why when characters like Max came in, everyone was just like, honestly, you can't rock this boat. You actually can't.
I don't know how, like, thank fuck I left. Because genuinely, I genuinely think I would have just walked out. I could not have done it.
There we go.
I don't know how you guys did it.
It was hilarious. I don't know how they edited it, but it was so awkward when he came in.
The edit was awkward. It was
The
as
edit,
awkward as it felt.
the edit was awkward,
so
bro.
painful, because he was trying to give it, and we were like, you ain't gonna do my
No,
like
literally,
that. Like, you ain't gonna do my girl.
No, facts. They were so close that it almost made it weird how he came in and had his jokes. And it sucked too, because I know, like, Max don't be meaning no harm. That's just his character almost. But it sucks because I think he was really trying to dive into that character when he came and like show people what it was. But people were just dissing it and mad about it. You know what I mean? And it almost like, I feel like that hurt him a lot as far as like when, like if he even continues doing what he's doing. Because I noticed from the show, like it seemed like he was the only one that was having problems with like the content after the show. Like it seemed like so many people were just like over him, you know?
Because we were friends.
And you know what? We were all so disheveled by that point. We'd just done a challenge. So we've all
And
got
they
out.
just, one of their friends
Everybody's
they just lost their
space where
friend
they're
too.
trying to pick themselves up and get a bit of energy. And we were all just so over it by this point. And all we hear is... and I just, honestly, Gollum... From the other corner of the room, I went, nah.
No.
Nobody gave a rat's. Everyone was just like this.
Yeah.
And he's chatting, and I know his whole thing was to come in and rattle us and shake a few feathers, but we were so done by that point, and you can see it in the edit. You can see it. Tired. Everyone's like this.
Everybody wanted to go. Everybody was over it. Then you've now come and be breathing.
To come and bronchitis. I can't. I don't know what to say. It was so funny. But yeah, I do agree. Like, it was so nice that we all just had each other's backs in that sense. Yeah. I mean, there was days where Joyce, by the end, Shan, if you had seen us, it was one day Joyce would cry.
Yeah, Rim is crazy.
In the morning, Joyce would cry. I'd pick her up. By the evening, I'd go to Joyce, floods of tears. I'm in hell. She'd be like, okay, I'm actually feeling quite good, so I'll pick you up.
It was literally...
It was like,
The evening, Ash would be in the toilet crying. And you know what's the funniest thing about Ash? When Ash cries there, she does this thing where she gets a wipe here, she'll be like... she'll remove all her makeup just so she can cry properly. Yes. And it kills me every time.
I hate crying with a full face beat. Because I didn't put a full face beat on today.
I didn't know it was like that.
So I'm like, let me remove it right now. You're so right. I'm like,
she'll remove her makeup and just so she can cry harder. It's so funny. It's like,
you gotta let it go.
And then in the morning, Ash will be like, do you know what? Yeah, I feel good today. And I'm like, same. Same.
And her voice is just quivering, and I'm like, okay, do you need me?
To the toilet.
Like, yeah.
And then literally, I'll just burst into tears, and then I'll be fine. And then in the evening, Ash is like,
It's a push and pull.
It is.
Push and pull.
That one morning in specific.
Wait, no, talk about it.
Is this when producer Tom came in? Producer Tom came in at this point.
He came in the afternoon.
Yeah, he did, yeah. This one morning, I don't know what happened. Joyce woke up full of beans, and I remember thinking, thank God, because I'm going to try and, like, take some of that energy because I feel like rat's ass this morning. And I don't know why. So I just, you know, from the minute you wake up, you want to cry. And you are just fighting the tears and fighting the tears. And I said, all I want is to gym. If my batty is right and tight, I'm going to feel 10 times better. I've just woken up before everyone else. You know how we tried every day to work out and there's no time. I got to the little gym area. There's 2 dumbbells. It was trash. I get to the gym area. I picked up the dumbbell. There's tears already forming.
No.
I go to do 1 squat. The sound and camera guys come in and say, sorry, Ash, you've not got time for this. I'm going to mic you up now. Guys, I'm going to do an impression of what I did. I went, okay, do you reckon I can just do this 1 more squat? I am squatting.
No
I'm like this.
shot.
Oh, no worries. Can you just put it on right now while I'm doing this? He just thought, oh my God, we are torturing these individuals. My girl is crying and squatting at the same time. It was.
And you know what? One thing I love about Ash, and she's very different to me because I hate that when I'm in that mood and I'm sad, it's in my aura. You can feel when I'm down. It's in my face. It's in my energy. That morning, me and Ash woke up. We stayed in the bed together. I think you were in Casa del Ash at this point.
Yes.
And we were laughing, laughing, having a good time. We had coffee together, sipping. Not up to 15 minutes later, I finished my coffee. And then the food's like, oh, Ash needs you upstairs. And I've walked upstairs and you were in floods of tears. I thought you hurt yourself during your gym workout because that's where I left you. I thought you hurt your knee, your ankle.
No, to the point where, because and you know, I am an energies kind of person. So for me, if I'm feeling low, all I need to do is hang out with my friends, my people that are in high spirits. Immediately, I'm like, oh, the world has been put to rights again.
Yeah.
So I was fighting it the whole day, and I just saw the mic man, and I just said, drop me the fuck out of this building. You didn't let me even do 10 squats. What, I've not got time for 10 squats? I said, I can't do it. I went upstairs, and I remember just going from the balcony, Joyce.
Oh, man.
You're right, babe. And I was like this. Honestly,
it was like
wailing.
an explosion. And I was like, what?
You went, what happened?
I said, what happened?
You went, I just had coffee with you and I left you to your workout.
And we were giggling and laughing. Like, literally, it was crazy, but that's the eternal process. That was the eternal, like,
that's the house.
Battle.
They bring, this is the thing, like, in the house as well, they bring you up, like, with a win, and then they bring you crashing back down with, like, an eviction.
That's what it is.
And, like, they bring you up with, and it feels like, when you're watching it, it doesn't feel like it's massive highs and massive lows. But even when you win, watching your, and it's so bizarre, like, watching your friend in jail, like, I know it's not real jail, but, like, watching your friend in jail just, like, in solitary, like, it's just,
it's
shit. So bad.
Yeah.
It's like, you never feel that good.
Yeah, literally.
Like, it's so weird, like, they're right there. Do you know
what was killing me? The challenge, when you had that challenge to tidy, and Casey had the... Bro,
no, that was, bro.
Casey's
like,
job was to
literally,
mess it
bro,
up.
that throughout that whole thing, I felt so weird. I was watching that whole, I was like, bro, this is crazy. I was like, oh, why are they doing this, bro? And they were just throwing the beds everywhere. Shannon was getting fucking tight, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, her shit crazy, bro. Like the, what do they call it? When you like squeeze in a Windex bottle or whatever, Lynn?
I have never been more confused. Me and Joyce were going, what the fuck's going on?
See you later,
here?
Shadow. Love you,
all
baby.
of a sudden, Mary Poppins, like this in the bedroom.
What do you mean?
So
I was tidy. I was the tidiest one in there.
You were, but to like a mad degree that particular morning.
Yeah, I would never make somebody's bed. I would never ever make somebody else's bed.
Right, and I knew by this point we were all getting a bit jarred at how messy the boys were, X, Y, Z. So we were
Jesus
just like,
Christ.
okay, Shannon's really giving it today. She's giving it beans. Cool, that's nice. Casey.
Flip the mattressing, pouring water on the floor, like.
And then I was
No care in the world,
somebody's
bro.
on a secret challenge. But who?
Yeah.
Are you on a challenge to clean? Is Casey on another challenge to piss everyone off? Is no one on a challenge and this is actually all going to pot?
Yeah.
I couldn't work
I
it
didn't
out.
know it was honestly, I'm very delulu. I didn't know it was a challenge. I swear to God, that never came to me that was a secret challenge because Shannon is always someone that she always is like, bruv, this house is disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah, it was gross.
Every time she's like, what is it? And she tries to clean and then mess up again. And Casey, like, everybody sees daytime Casey, but no one has seen nighttime Casey.
Nighttime Casey is a different.
Casey is a chaotic queen. So that to me was like, oh, nighttime Casey's come to play in the day.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was a challenge. And then especially when Shannon bugged out.
Shorty started going crazy.
I was like, this can't be a challenge.
Right, see, then I felt bad because I went, nah, I know exactly what's happening here. Shannon's on a challenge. Then I stopped consoling you because I thought, get fucked, this is some crocodile tears, go away. Then I saw you upstairs shaking in your boots. I went, oh my God, I don't know what's real, what's not, what's my name, don't know anything anymore.
It was
no,
hell.
facts.
And I thought it was
That's
George or Danny
exactly
on a
when she
mission.
started to be a
What they
real
cut
one.
out is Danny fucking pouring cereal on the floor. Danny's literally got his cereal. I thought it was Danny.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, I'll pause on the floor. I go, I dare you, go on, I dare you.
Did that not make the edit?
No.
No.
And he just
Guys.
goes, and I thought, you fucker, you're on a mission.
He literally
He did, he literally
ate
did
cereal
that.
Just an
Like, he
asshole.
gave no
And he
fucks
ate
on
it
that.
off the floor,
He
by
did.
the way.
He did.
And I think that's what set
No,
you
I think
off.
they showed that.
That is what
Wait.
set you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we remember? I feel like they showed him sucking the food off the floor or whatever. That shit was mad wild.
You just finished sweeping that floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's interesting what they cut out. Much to ponder on.
Much to ponder on. Can we also discuss us being taken for massive idiot by you?
You are.
In that fake argument,
Oh my
Joyce.
God. They cut out my 20 minutes of history.
Bro, Joyce is wild, bro.
It was insane.
Let's talk
What
about
I
it.
learned in that time was a madness.
Valuable lessons for life.
They cut out the Black History.
Babe,
Cut out my Black history.
I'm
yeah.
so noted. I'm glad. I'm glad because honestly, no, guys. Wait, first of all, Fu said that you have a budding career in Nollywood, which has been killing me.
Yeah. Did that make the cut? Did that make the cut?
I don't know, but if it
don't
didn't,
know.
it's here now
Yeah.
because you do. I genuinely, and Joyce,
Nah,
this is
she
what's
had
so weird to
everybody
me
like,
because
what the
I
heck?
know you to
She
that
had-
extent.
she had
So I was
everybody
like,
going,
I
bro.
would know if Joyce was on a challenge because I feel like I'm.
Yo,
so
Kage,
invested
you're
by
a
this
freak,
boy.
bro.
Yeah. You missed so
No,
much of the
this is what they didn't put in here. I heard the arguments start to happen while I was upstairs.
Well, you couldn't not hear.
And I was looking at the cameras, doing typical Ash. I was going, because I thought you were just having a little spat, and I thought, let me
Said, wait a second.
hear what this is about. And I was going like
Wait a
this
second.
on the balcony. Then I heard your voice raise, and I thought, fuck, this isn't a joke. This is a real argument. I hear George go, Ash, help me out.
Yeah.
I went,
Ash, George is like screaming, Ash,
yeah.
Ash.
And then I went, oh no, something's kicking off.
Yeah.
I came downstairs and that's when I just saw you like a pressure cooker go, and I thought, nah, this is real.
What was insane as well is during lunch when we're not filmed, you're still playing it.
Yeah.
She's coming to me, she's going,
You said George is pissing me off.
George is still playing up to it throughout the whole time. We're not even being filmed. And you
Holy
were just
shit, it went on
winding
for
us
that
up, ready
long?
to fucking
See,
explode.
I'm
that's
so
too. I feel like while we were watching it, a lot of people were like, oh, damn, like, this is obviously fake. I don't know how they didn't realize it. But the fact that it went on for that long, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
I never see my hair.
And the way you came back looking insane.
Babe, $1 million.
Yeah.
It was
Annoyed me even
so.
more, to be
It was
honest.
like made
Nah,
in Manhattan.
Kyle, I didn't see it. Is
that
it crazy?
Scene when she comes, where J-Lo comes out and she's been all dolled up to the nines at the hairdressers. Never seen anything like it.
It was that was
What do you mean, Kage? I'm a God-fearing man, dude.
I got to do.
I am a God-fearing
And we
man,
were
okay?
so shit at
I have never been
challenges.
freaky in my
Level
life.
one. And
Yeah.
it was either because we did it too early, like somebody will have a challenge, and then 10 minutes later they're just acting like a whole new person. It's like, girl,
Yeah.
be fucking for real. So I was like, if I have to play this, these are some intelligent people in this house. I have to play it well. So I told George in the morning, but I was like, don't react now. When it's time, we'll have it cracking.
Was your idea the wig?
Yeah, my idea was the wig.
Because you
It
knew.
wasn't George's, was it?
It was my
Yeah, fair. Fair.
I knew that if I was gonna play this right,
Yeah.
I would have to do something that would actually proper trigger me
That
in
would
real
bang,
life.
yeah.
So I was like, what would trigger me in real life? And I was like, okay, cool, this makes sense. So I was like, George,
Would
right,
you act like that in real life?
I would, girl.
No.
I would never do that. I would never react like that in real life.
No.
Not to that level over the wig.
Do you know what?
But you'd
What?
be pissed off.
Of course, I'd be pissed off. That would piss me off. That would piss me off, but not to the level where, it was so dramatic. I was holding the wig and I was shaking it. Like,
Am I a dickhead? Am
I a dickhead?
Oh my
It's
god.
like, no, really? No, really? Bro, that shit was, bro, I was like, oh my God. I can see my sister acting like that.
Friends.
Yeah.
Because I've done it to my sister and she's done that shit to me before.
Yeah, same.
was you actually?
I was thinking, shit, man. I hope that she cut, because I was so scared that you were going to go home and leave on that.
Yeah,
and I
same.
was thinking, oh my God, she can't. Like, she can't, she's fucked it.
Yeah.
She's fucked it.
It's so funny because even after the fight, when I came out and I saw some of the comments, people were like, oh, I feel so sorry for George. And I'm like, girl, why? It was a challenge.
It was a challenge.
What? It was a challenge.
Oh. Also, Tennessee's going, George, you're cancelled. George, you're done.
George, it's over.
Guys,
You better not remember
the
that.
20 minutes of Black history that came with that challenge was the fucking funniest thing. So George is running around, obviously, me unknowingly, he's running around in full actor mode.
Yeah.
He's running around. I don't get it. I went, oh my God, I must step up. I must.
This is my time.
I said, as a brown girl, I must do my thing here. Otherwise, I'm done. And I said, what do I say? How do I say it in the most right way that I don't get like...
Educated.
Yeah.
You explained it to me for about 20 minutes. George walks in, I go, George, you need to listen to what Ash has to say here. It's really important.
That. Yeah.
You need to listen.
Shannon went, can you just explain to George what you were explaining to me?
Yeah.
I went, oh my God. I went, so what it is about Black women and wigs. And then he just went on and on. Oh my days. And the fact that all of that was for a fucking challenge.
And most of it was cut.
Yeah.
A lot of it was cut
Bro,
compared to what they're talking about now. It's like we didn't even get to see it for real,
When
chat.
they put the episode
What the
out,
fuck?
they had cut just to that section, and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" I heard that George's brother even messaged the producers to be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Because
Did he?
that's fair.
so
That's
funny.
killing me.
Okay, I've just pushed it back another half an hour.
I love
I've
this.
got time.
I love this for you.
They can wait.
Okay.
Come on. Look at that.
Great to see.
A working lady.
I'll tell you later.
And the gag
Naughty and cheeky.
Naughty and cheeky and hot.
Naughty and cheeky and hot.
We are the cheeky girls. You know, guys, that was our thing in there that we called ourselves the cheeky girls.
Cheeky girls.
Hot, naughty and cool.
Guys,
hot,
no.
naughty.
Hot and naughty. Hot
On that
sexy.
note, did you see Philly's reaction video? Because me and Joyce were dying at it.
No.
He's done a reaction, and we knew, we were like, I bet they are going to do a madness with that edit. You know, when he came in, and the whole thing was, what's the population of this? And we had a quiz trivia. And then that clip of me and Joyce just going mad saying, why didn't you dress us in hot and naughty leggings so I could say, what's the population of this? Massive.
He loved it.
Did he?
He ate that up.
He bounced on the chair.
He bounced on the chair. He jumped on the chair.
I went, what?
He jumped on the chair for you.
I went, what? All this for me?
That's like so much woman. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, as if he doesn't know.
Listen, I'm gonna like this.
Yeah.
Listen, he jumped on, he said, all this for me?
Yeah.
Y'all are jumping on the chair.
All this for me?
Funny. He was
Yo, I fucking
bouncing
love
around
Philly,
his
bro.
room. I was like, I knew that they would make a funny edit.
I mean, you're single, he's single.
What are you saying?
He was.
What? Me?
Me?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
You were Philly. I mean, you were jumping. You were shaking. He was jumping. I think that could be a fun
And
little.
this is the thing. Right.
I'm a matchmaker.
Swiftly moving on.
No, we could bring it back.
We can bring, we might circle back.
I mean, Philly, like, it's giving dinner day or what? Like,
Yeah. Why?
Billy, do you want to go on a dinner date? Yes or not?
Oh!
Speak now.
Come on.
Hold your peace.
Come on.
bad girl, hot,
Listen,
and
all I've
cool.
got to say is looks may fade, but laughter, that lasts a lifetime. Okay? Period.
You tell him.
Yeah.
Come on.
Purr. And he did say that.
I'm not turning that
I
down.
need to say that line again because I
Come
found
on,
it.
Big Philly.
Looks may fade, but laughter, that lasts a lifetime, baby.
Come on.
Hot and naughty.
And
okay.
take one for all they know.
Oh, and this is
Yeah,
it. This
in
is
one
it.
take.
Oh, you too, Lynn?
You ain't going down.
You into
on
that?
I
That's
got you.
crazy.
Food
I
challenge.
think she said she was into
Quickly.
girls too, Lynn.
Ash.
You should hit her up.
Ash.
I have to address the food challenge. Did
Okay.
you watch it?
I've seen clips, but I haven't watched it. But
Bro.
I heard about it on the day.
Ash.
Helen Horror, a cow's tongue, a raw onion.
A raw onion, a cow's tongue.
It was, do you know what?
Some of the worst stuff. Yeah.
No, the fish eyes is the one that you malfunctioned on. You can...
The fish eyes, a crunch.
It was crunch. It was like, it's like the scales.
And then I know that it had
alive.
juice in it. It had to
when
have
you
had
crunched
juice in it,
You
bro.
can feel like the cartilage. It was the
Do you
worst
know how
thing.
bad I felt as well? Because we lost that challenge. So we got in the challenge area, saw all these little trays, and I said, here we go. We are going to have to eat. It's a Bush Tucker trial.
Yeah.
And then they said,
What did he
no,
post?
the winners are going to be eating to save you. And honest immediate thought was, thank fuck. Then I thought, oh my God, my sis Joyce, she's going to be in hell, and you were.
Do you know what
Well,
it is?
she did her thing for her, though,
Do you know,
bro.
I'll be honest, do you know what
She
it
did
is?
her
And a
thing.
lot of people thought during that time in the last episode, people thought, oh my God, Joyce is really, really competitive at this time. But do you
That's
know
what I
what
thought,
it was?
too.
I could not cope with you gone.
But like a reason to be competitive.
Agreed.
That's like the perfect reason
Great
to be competitive.
incentive.
Yeah.
When I was like, Ash has to win this, it wasn't so much all this other stuff that people are talking about.
Yeah.
It's because I don't know how I would have mentally and emotionally functioned in the house if you were gone.
Yeah.
And maybe
Babe, you were eating those fish eyes. I'm doing this for my mental.
No, I was banging. I was like, nah, Ash cannot, in all circumstances, Ash cannot go home because you will find me in a corner as sand.
Yeah.
I would turn into sand.
Sand.
Because it was, Shannon,
I know.
It was
It was so hard by
I
that
know.
point.
I can only imagine, bro. That
fake
shit had to be
after
so
what, day 4?
crazy.
Yeah, I
Day
think left on
4?
day 4.
Yeah.
And that was hard enough. Like that was like, oh shit, like this is gonna go down the shitter. And then when you came back, it was like the best day ever. But like day 10, having your rock leave.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't have done it.
No.
Couldn't have done it.
I was like, I can't. So yeah,
It was like
I would do
how
that for you
Tennessee and Casey
in a
were,
heartbeat,
bro.
I should go.
I love you. Yeah.
Maybe no, I would
Maybe
do
not
that again
again.
because I really did need you. But that food challenge was one of the worst things I've ever done in my life.
Do you know what?
See the way I was screaming,
Babe,
Nah.
there's a clip of you screaming, you're just completely malfunctioning. Then Fu, with his crazy eyes, did you see Fu with his crazy eyes? All of a sudden just looks dead to camera like this and goes, I've never seen anything
Jesus.
like it. It was. And the worst thing was as well, Fu was creating a narrative about every animal that he was eating. So he
did
looked
say
at-
this cow could have given a blowjob to another cow.
Yeah, I
he's
remember
not
that
wrong.
shit.
And he's not wrong. But
Well, I mean, he's very wrong. I don't think they give
created in his
blowjobs.
head,
What?
It was as if this
What?
was the slaggiest cow in the meadow. She's been doing lineups all
What?
day, and now she's landed on
his
this
plate.
plate.
Yeah.
And now I have to eat it. Mad. Like, it was absolute. And I was like, Fu, stop creating the narrative around the animal.
Sharp and eat the tongue.
Yeah. Just eat it.
Yeah.
He was. Nah.
Food was killing me. It was, like you said, the crazy eyes. Like, I looked to my right, and Fu was looking at Danny like this, shaking. It was the shaking from his...
Yeah. And Daddy did that.
I was like, are you...
Oh no, not this going again. Hang on.
no.
Oh, we're in hell. And Tanny kept going, Boo, stop looking at me.
Just staring him in the face, bro.
I've never seen such eye contact in my
It was
life.
just this.
It was...
Oh my
so
God.
funny. And his face was shaking and his nose was running like...
Yeah.
George was just cool as a cucumber.
sick,
he was
bro.
in some sort of meditation somewhere.
I mean, George dies for
George
the
was doing it
boys.
for Danny, wasn't
Yes,
he? So
as
like,
in he would lay his life down
Yeah.
for Danny Aaron. So I was like,
100%.
of course, this is a walk in the park.
anything, yeah.
Fair play.
You could
He
have
just
stuck
thought-
anything in front of him and he would have eaten
Oh, babe,
100%.
I mean, he's already sucking Danny's dick. So that
Exactly.
was-
This is what I'm
Do you know what I
saying.
mean? Yeah.
He said, brain smoothie, see if I care.
Yeah.
He didn't care. He
did not
it was
care.
absolute madness, that
Yeah.
challenge.
So hell.
Babe,
So hell.
Thank you so much.
Did they show me vomiting? I vomited.
They show you vomiting, I'm not
Well, I
sure.
hope not, because at least let me preserve my dignity.
Don't worry, Spree, I'll make one for you one
The
day.
amount of vomit
She
and
was
shit
really
that went
sick.
around that house is insane.
It's like
in the
that's-
14 days.
I
That's
feel
not
like
normal.
the first 4 days we just kept talking about shit.
All we talked about was poo.
All we talked about was poo.
You didn't poo for what, 5 days? I didn't poo for 6 days.
The first 5 days, me and Shannon didn't poo.
Didn't poo.
And
I
this
pooed the
is-
day you left. It was like a stress poo.
Yes, no, you did. did. And we were like,
God,
God,
down 50%.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So Big Daddy Aaron said that whenever you talk about poo, your views go down by a certain percentage.
And that was what Mr. Beast said, apparently. That's from Mr. Beast. Live direct.
Really?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get a grip.
We got
I
poo,
think.
yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, we're gonna end this gorgeous chat.
I feel like people are so weird. That's a lie.
Avoid. I know. This is Shannon's worst nightmare. You know my answers.
Yeah.
Do
So
it.
we
Do
Yeah, so I need
it.
the answers from you
Do
guys.
it.
Okay.
You go.
Housemate boys.
Yes.
I would say I'd marry Stars.
Come on.
I think Stars is such a sweetheart. I feel like what was shown on camera does not equate to how much of a beautiful
Oh,
soul
it
he is.
doesn't. It
As
really
in-
doesn't. He didn't get enough airtime, that man.
He didn't at all.
He
Like,
didn't.
somebody give Stars his
I'm
flowers.
about to say, yeah,
because
like,
Yeah.
I didn't see
was
nothing about him.
Such a glue in our group, I thought.
Yeah.
He didn't have to be the loudest in the room. He didn't have
No.
to be anything. Stars is just Stars.
And his little comments about food,
yeah.
I loved it.
Don't.
He was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would I snog? I would snog Danny Aaron.
Yeah.
Come on, man. My boy
Period.
Danny
And
winning.
Danny Aaron,
My
I
boy
love
Danny
him.
winning, gang.
He is so
Hey, chat, y'all gotta do it too. Who y'all going for? All the
You
guys do it for
in
the
house
do it
were
for the
so
ladies, and all the girls do it for the
Yeah.
guys.
friendly.
Or
think
I mean, if
he'd
you
be-
into
I
that,
think
switch it
Me
up.
and him would try our best. Because
We'll try our
Not good enough
best.
for Mary, but a little
It is
snog,
2023,
all fine.
so-
my mouth is quite big and his is quite small, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah.
But if it
You'd make it,
happened-
if there's a person to make it work.
yeah, I would. And
make
I'll
it
probably
work.
swallow him. But
Agreed. But what's wrong with
But what's
that?
wrong with that? No, what's wrong with that?
All right, George.
I would
Not a
avoid.
goddamn thing. Not a
I think
goddamn
same as
thing.
you, I would probably avoid George.
Yeah.
Now I love George,
Yeah.
but I feel like
Little brother.
yeah, it's definitely little brother. He's so attractive. He's so hot and cool. But definitely in
Don't
the
get
house,
me
we'll
wrong.
give it little brother. Yeah.
George in the morning, though, me and Joyce had a chat about this.
Sorry, I saw a comment saying George shirtless. George wasn't. I didn't see George shirtless.
Every morning.
Sorry, am I blind? I didn't see George shirtless.
I didn't remember that at
I was
all.
watching. I had a front row seat. Every morning, I went, hello, morning, guys.
I can't, every morning.
I've got a girlfriend, Ash. I've got a girlfriend.
Yeah. It him. I've got a girlfriend. But I'm not gonna lie, George shirtless is a moment.
His body's
Wow.
good.
It is.
His body's good. Nice
Come on.
man.
Yeah.
Nice broad shoulders.
And he works out. He's
Yeah, he
that
does
guy.
work out. He does have a great body.
But
every
also,
morning.
little brother. So
Boxers,
Weird.
tights,
yeah,
butts.
it was
little
one of
brother.
them.
Yeah.
My man's telling me no. I'd look at it and I'd go, no, fuck.
Babe, it was with 14 days.
I did.
I'm
I
just telling you.
I looked straight.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like foo.
I was looking straight. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning.
No.
She's a fucking character,
Yeah.
bro.
Has to be. Okay.
Okay,
God does this.
mine would be, I would snog Star.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
marry Darren. What? Sorry.
Manny Darren, yes.
Sorry. I'd marry Danny
Yeah.
and I would avoid food because. Sorry, did you hear how much that man farted in the house?
Thanks.
He couldn't get away from his asshole.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what
yo.
I said about George.
Look, I found it
Yeah.
with Danny.
Yeah.
Not with Foo, sorry.
Yeah.
His farting left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think
also,
one time, was it her
masturbating
head or was it
later.
You
Kaylee?
never know what was the truth
Casey,
or
where he
not.
like
What's going
farted and her head was like right there.
Remember when he told us to say happy birthday to Sharky and Nico?
Don't tell me it wasn't their birthday.
It wasn't their motherfucking birthday.
Yo, that shit was
It wasn't their
hilarious.
motherfucking birthday. And he was like, guys, you know, on the outside world, it's Sharky and Nico's
He
birthday.
went on the count of three. And us all
and I was
there.
like, happy birthday.
Wait, what day was this?
This was, I can't remember what day.
You're
I don't think she was there.
I think you had
Because we
gone
did it
by
for my
then.
little
Because I'm pretty sure that.
Yes, we did.
We always sang happy birthday
Yeah,
to
which
camera.
obviously wasn't lies and
Which wasn't lies.
And that was.
With Pasha.
I don't even think they put that in the show.
And I thought, this
Lie.
is making the edit. It's them two.
And it did.
Yeah.
Lied
Did
them
it?
Lied them a blood clot. Lied.
And in the edit, the
It
Put
was
Asylum
none of
people
their
put up their real
birthdays.
birthdays. It was
So
funny, man.
Liar.
He's terrible.
He is a menace.
Yeah, he's
you
a
know.
menace. Honestly, food stories are so, because there's like stuff that you wouldn't usually lie about.
Yeah.
Food will tell you it's the truth. So you'll be like,
With
okay.
dead straight face.
Yeah.
Dead straight face.
Dead
You'll be like,
straight
okay,
face.
cool, the guys lied on
It's something that's not worth lying about.
Yeah.
either.
No, yeah.
So everyone's like, oh, sweet.
Fair enough,
And then
yeah.
2 days later, we go, oh, that was a lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. It's a lie.
He's
Fucking
so
dick.
funny.
He's really the best. But avoid, yeah.
Avoid.
Fair.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Girlies, thank you so much for coming.
Oh, bro, this is gonna be so fire. I can't wait to see like what more she does with this show.
What a time we've
She's
had.
made for stuff like this, bro.
What a
She
time.
kills
It's
this.
only just begun.
In it. And we still need to go out because we haven't done the locked in reunion yet.
Oh.
So we're
The reunion.
we are going out live and direct,
Yeah.
shaking it up.
I'm
so
gonna do
excited.
everything you girls taught me in that house.
Babe.
I'm shaking everything you girls.
Hoochie mamas.
Listen, the Hoochie Mamas are out to play.
It is. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all socials. Give me 5 stars if you love it. If you don't, well, I don't give a rat's. Tell your mum, tell your dad,
Fuck 'em.
tell your
Come
nan,
on,
tell
come
your
on.
dog.
No,
Love
it
me,
was. It
lips
was
me.
definitely
Thank you
lit.
so much for joining me. I love you all. Mwah!
I think the reunion comes out this week. Like not this weekend, but you know what I'm saying? When this following week coming up, I think that's probably when it's gonna drop. I'm hyped for it, bro. I'm hyped for it. It's definitely gonna be a fucking movie, okay?